Welcome to Bar for Bar After Dark because, I can't see outside. My windows are dark, but I'm assuming
It's not dark.
Hey, man, you ain't gotta. Okay, yeah.
You're right. You're right.
Anyways,
You're right.
Bar for Bar
It's
After
me, I'm the
Dark
problem.
was a portion of the podcast originally where we would always just cut it out because we would just be saying some wild stuff. But instead of just letting that happen off camera and off mic, we'll just get straight to it. So far joining me today is just Eric. We have other guests coming at some point, and when they join, they'll introduce themselves.
That's funny.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
We had some people who were going to show up, and it was going to be really interesting because most of them went to the Isiah Rashad concert, but I didn't.
Dog, I was so mad that I didn't go to that show. I didn't even know that show was like existing.
Bro, I bought tickets for the show on Thursday, and I didn't request that day off, and this is what happened to my hand. Instead, I went to work and got my finger cut.
So you can go to this show.
No, I couldn't go to the show regardless because I didn't request it off. So I was like, damn, I should have just called out so I wouldn't cut my finger and I could have seen Isiah Rashad.
Dog, if I would have known that, I just would have kept it a bean and called it a bomb threat for you. I would have known that.
Well, that's a bit extreme.
Well, I mean, Isiah Rashad came out with a great album. What you want me to do?
Are you saying his album was the bomb?
I said it was. But
I'm sorry. I've been drinking since 1 o'clock. So
it was a layup. I didn't see the opening. I just assumed that you was gonna catch it, and you did. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. I try my best. That's like
I know you do. I know you do. I literally know you do.
Speaking of of Bar for Bar After Dark and drinking, it is tradition to be drinking for this, or have been drinking earlier. So what you sipping on?
I was actually sipping on Jameson before I actually walked onto this. So I have been sipping in tradition. I walked onto it. Yeah, I gotta be prepared sometimes, man. Because last time I had it on me, and I feel like the struggle was having it on me at the time. So I brought that, and then at the same time, I'm still got my little. Oh, okay, it's over there. I'm lazy, so
it is what it is.
But it's there. So I'm gonna take me a couple more sips once somebody else pops up. But in the meantime, in between times. Like I said, man, I wanted to go to that. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. What are you drinking?
I got me a little something.
You sound like an old black dude that just got some pussy. I got me a little something, you know. You know what I mean? I don't. Enlighten me.
Well, I mean, as you can see, it's a little something.
Little something. Yes, it is. Yes,
what's wild is last time, because you were drinking bourbon, you inspired me to buy some bourbon, and the bottle's kind of over there, and it was done immediately.
I'm just going to agree with you, and I told you so. Fire, ain't it?
That's why I don't be drinking bourbon anymore.
Yeah, don't do that. That gets you a little too.
Yeah,
you see what we were talking about last time. Yeah,
it gets you. You start talking about OnlyFans and shit.
That man really went into like his alleged scheme of how he gets the money.
I really wish he was here because I want to talk. Like I want to kind of apologize to him because a couple of days later, because I think right before, like when we were recording, I think we said the week after it was Kenlon's last day at Best Buy. So we went to go.
Oh wait, it was his last day at Best Buy,
or at our Best Buy. Like he's somewhere else now. He's got a promotion of sorts.
Oh, shout out to Caesar, man.
Yeah,
is he finally GM?
No. I mean, but it's an upgrade from where he is. He gets to work from home for a lot of it, so
that's what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. Caesar.
But Daryl hit me up like afterwards when me and a couple of my former coworkers and friends were at Chevy's. Yeah, I mean, you know, we were gonna go to Roadhouse, but the Roadhouse is wild, and the wait was like 2 hours.
So, I don't know why. That's another conversation for another day, but I don't know why Roadhouse has like a chokehold on people they ain't even eat.
Yeah, it's cool, but
it's not even cool. Like you're literally walking on nuts the whole time.
That's true. That is
the
very
only
true.
Cool thing is like you have like
it's also very red inside
right there. Look here, I judge you if you really like if Texas Roadhouse is like your go-to spot.
But anyways, he
just shut that off. Well, anyways,
he hit me while we was eating at Chevy's. And Union City has very, very few options, just off the bat.
I get it. Trust me, I get it.
He was like, he hit me. What's that strip club in Union City called?
We have a strip club in Union City?
And I'm like, what you on about? And he said, y'all said Union City got a strip club. I'm trying to tell my friends tell my friends it. They don't believe me. This man. So remember what we was talking about in Union City last time? How there's a new thing in Union City, and it was the dispensary.
Floor.
Man's thought the dispensary was a strip club.
He a sick dude. He is a sick dude.
Now looking back at the footage, he did ask what was the cover charge.
Joe face.
He absolutely asked that.
Oh my god, my man said, "Hey, what's the cover charge for that?"
And we just got to start off like, what you talking about?
But what kind of place would just? Never mind. You know what? That actually does sound like a lit strip club name. I'm not gonna hold you.
I mean, yeah, I can see it. I mean, I haven't gone to any strip clubs, but I haven't. But I can see that being a thing.
That was a very safe answer, and I appreciate it. But is your girl there? Like,
no.
Okay.
She's in San Diego.
Oh. Okay. What do you say, big dog? Like, hey man, like
I just haven't.
We gonna go to a strip club.
Honestly, she would just take me to one too, because she'd be hyping them up. I would want her to. Because like I think I talked about it last time. Like she went to school in Portland, and whenever we went there a couple of times, and she's like, they have the most strip clubs per capita. I'm like, all right, literally. Cool. Literally. So what are we gonna do?
But see, and that's my question, because like, is it like the most? Like, are you getting quantity or quality?
It's a good question. It's a very good question. I don't know. Maybe a little bit of both. Well, no, you can't have both. I feel like you literally can't have both.
Can't have both. I don't know. Oregon got like drugs happening right now too. So,
well, yeah. For some
like, so I'm
yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I feel like it's a poppin' ass city, but I feel like the strippers are like meth heads. But that's just me. You know what? We're on a tangent right now about a bunch of shit.
I mean, it's all related. It's all related.
Is it? What did we start off at? Like, what was the question?
There was a question?
Oh, okay.
No, I mean, I think it's related enough. I'll just leave it at that. I was gonna say some hell out of pocket shit, but it might be a little bit too much.
You might as well. So. It's after dark, man. Come on now, it's after dark.
But you just said it was light out.
Still, it's after dark.
Oh.
what that Drake song? After dark. Yeah, that's.
Shit. Oh, there's my taskbar. That was weird.
That's my taskbar.
No, I was just all tapping. I'm like, where the fuck does shit go?
So
I was gonna say for some reason, well, it literally just went away. So I don't know what happened.
I got you. I'm listening to you.
For some reason, whenever I like think of Oregon just as a whole, like not Portland specifically, like because Portland for some
laugh. I am so childish. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, because like Portland, I feel like is more, I guess, urban. If that makes any sort of sense, even though it's fucking still super segregated. Like Oregon as a whole just reminds me of like the Valley.
Here, like, yeah, so what, like
Pleasanton, like just the type of people that's there, like just I guess very white and also very drug oriented.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I figured they just
like that's just like the idea in my mind. I don't know how true that really is, but
I mean, like I said, they just made it legal. Like I'm assuming like everybody's on that shit. So I mean, no, I wouldn't be. Let me stop lying to myself. I'd be on that shit too. Like I wouldn't be at all. Was it popping at your house?
I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
I can hear it.
I have no idea what just happened.
Somebody heard your strip club comment and they about to start doing. Did y'all just hear that? He said he never been to it. Don't worry, I got some off speed.
I mean, I think it's something about sports. I assume it is. Because others in my house are more sport oriented than I am.
Oh, there's a boxing match on tonight. That's why I have to leave. That's right. Not now, but
yeah.
Because I completely forgot. I was like, I feel like I gotta go somewhere. Then I'm going to Reggae Gold tonight. I'm so excited about that.
What was that?
I'm going to Reggae Gold tonight. I'm so excited about that.
Oh, it's Dodgers versus Giants. That's what's happening. Okay, that makes sense.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, they did that.
That makes sense out there.
Hold on. Oh, that's right. I don't watch baseball like that.
Me neither.
Oh shit.
But that checks out. That
checks out like a motherfucker. That checks out like a motherfucker. And I'm wearing orange. Oh, I'm supporting. Wow, a Bay Area team, man. But yeah, so strip clubs. What? I don't want you to be Griselda biased in this one. I want you to be realistic. If there was any type of, like, not even type of music, if there is an from top to bottom an album you can play in a strip club, what would it be?
Well, I wouldn't put anything Griselda in a strip club right off the bat, because that is there's no drums. How's that gonna work?
Exactly. That's why I want you to be realistic about
it. Honestly, the last Big Crit album, like a lot of it,
that was a good album.
A lot of it felt like it could be played in a strip club. I mean, there was literally a club or a song for the strip club, but shit, I don't know. Cause like we're in that weird part in life where music just drops every fucking day, so it's hard to really keep an album in mind for more than a week.
And I was just thinking about that too. And the reason why I say that is because I went to KOD's in Florida, right? Miami. Okay. That's before it closed down. It was like one of the most popular strip clubs there. You always heard about KOD's. Come on, you heard KOD's. And the thing that got me was they played literally 2 songs all night. 2 songs. Everything else was on repeat.
Huh.
Now I know what you're thinking. What 2 songs could those be? I'm assuming they're like the best strip club anthem songs.
Probably not. Now that you're saying that.
No. They're the 2 songs that they played was Bugatti by Ace Hood and Dreams and Nightmares by Meek Mill.
What time? I gotta go.
Oh, he really left.
The fuck?
And the part that pissed me off about Bugatti was they didn't even do Ace Hood's verse. They just, I woke up in our new Bugatti. Oh, throw your money, throw your money. And they had that part on repeat. I think they accidentally slipped maybe one or two verses into the song by Meek. Well, not Meek, but
so it was just Meek
by no. So they didn't even they did the first part of Meek, and then they was like, oh, wait a minute. And I was like, oh, y'all really was cooking. They was cooking to the whole part of, no, I must change my hoodie now.
Oh my God. Why don't we?
No, I gotta check it.
Both wearing the orange hoodie.
What the fuck?
What's up, y'all?
Happy. What's going on?
I'm joining a little later, but
you're good. You're good.
What was y'all talking about?
Strip club music.
Okay.
No. Specific strip club music.
Right.
Okay.
Before we get continue going into this, because we are still live, you want to do a quick intro, Eric?
Oh yeah.
Also, it's awkward because we have two Erics now, but I know you go by Red Love mostly.
What's up, Eric?
What's up, Eric?
I even peeped that. See, he didn't give me the heads up. We had another Eric coming.
That's why I gotta change my hoodie.
What's up, y'all? My name is Eric, and I'm from the Hip Hop Babies podcast. If you don't know, we also review hip hop, Black culture. We talk about a whole bunch of things. Lately, we've been focusing on the reviews and stuff. And I've collabed with Sean before, so you might have heard of me, you might have seen me. And we got a collab with him coming soon, a review coming up with Lil Sims. Yeah, real soon. It should have came out already, but things popped up.
I said life happened.
Hey, you really did change your hoodie, though. I peeped that. And I respect it, though, too.
We can't have two Erics with the same color hoodie.
I respect it.
And we both black. That don't make no sense, my brother.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man! So you were saying was playing two big songs.
Wait, I wore a Channel Orange hoodie. Now I have a blonde hoodie on. So let's get it.
Okay.
Let's get it.
So, I got Prima Donna. I got Vince Staples. I ain't Frank Ocean on y'all. That I'm hating on that. I wish I had that hoodie. That's a clean ass hoodie right there. I ain't gonna lie.
Just got it. Still smells new.
Okay.
It smell like me now.
Well,
but no, I just got the vinyl for that album though, so it works out.
They finally sent that shit.
Yep. The black, I got a black one. Like it's like a black one. That's cool.
Man, I couldn't get merch. Merch was going too fast, and that wait time was like way too long. So I was just like, you know what, y'all can have it.
Yep.
That's y'all. Y'all win.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I was explaining. I was talking to, Sean, and we was talking about he never been to a strip club. That's one.
Mm-hmm.
And that's awful shame. We got to take him as soon as possible. Two, I was like sitting here like,
oh wait, Eric. Well, damn, fuck, Eric. Before you get ahead of yourself, other Eric.
I'm sorry.
What you drinking?
There's not other Eric. You have to. It's
Ray
Eric
Love. What you drinking?
There you go. Yeah, you call me. Okay, that's fine. I got some wine today. I got some red wine. That's all I got. I was gonna get some Henny, but I decided I'm gonna chill today. Don't want something too crazy.
I want you to free yourself.
Someone?
Talk shit on the.
I want you to free yourself of Henny, my brother.
Yeah, I'm trying. That's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, let me get some wine, cool back.
Last time I had before we go back to the strip club talk. Last time I had Henny, I was with my boy Chris, and we went to a Kayleon Fox concert. Bay Area rapper. I bought a bottle of Henny, and it was him and one of his friends. And I was like, cool, we'll split the bottle. We'll probably finish it. Throughout the course of the night, I was the only one drinking it. And by the end of the night, there was like a quarter of the bottle left.
Yeah, there was.
I don't remember the concert. I remember drinking.
Yeah, you did.
And then I remember after the concert, we went to In-N-Out because Kaylee and Fox was going to go to In-N-Out. It was literally down the street. And then we decided, let's go home.
I mean, but that's how it is with Henny. You start out tonight, you thinking, oh yeah, then you start drinking too much of it, you don't even pay attention, and then don't remember the rest of the night.
Yeah, that happens.
Henny's what Hot Sauce was doing to N1 players like years ago.
For real.
Just taking everybody's ankles.
And people just still go out there. That's what I'm saying. I have to stop.
Still
That's why I was like, I'm going light today. I'm going light today.
I was hella tempted to buy that Snoop Dogg rosé.
Oh, I seen that.
I had the regular one the
other
day.
It's solid.
The other one was cool. Like the regular red or the blend, I guess.
Yeah.
My ass over here making wine in my garage, and I still don't know the difference between other wines.
You got hooch? You got hooch in your house?
I was about to say, what?
We were growing grapes over there and shit.
Oh, really? Oh, man. Yeah. You got some hooch over there? I got to slide through and get some hooch.
Yeah, I'll drop some off.
Yeah, if you're making some at the house, man, that's hooch.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, R. Kelly about to do the same thing in the toilet.
Relax.
That's what they be doing over there.
Let's say he's in for life. That nigga deserves it.
Crazy.
For real.
Man, all them hits going to waste now. I can never listen to Feeling on Your Booty again.
I don't understand. Like, and I'm about to say it. He got away with what he did at first, right? And he shouldn't have.
Mm-hmm.
Then you keep pushing it, and now you're in the jail for the rest of your life. All of them classics, all that gone. And I don't know how, like, because I was too young to do anything. I mean, I guess we were all too young to do anything, right? Like when everybody, we don't have power anyway.
Bro, I was like,
we didn't have power
when that cases come out.
But then now that documentary came out, everything changed, bro. Because everyone knew it, and joked about it. Vince Staples, he made jokes about it. I mean, a bunch of comedians did. It's sad.
Shout out to Dave Chappelle, man.
Dave Chappelle too, yeah, of course. We already know about Dave.
God.
Boondocks.
Oh my God.
I just
Boondocks. They tell the future.
Stop my video real quick. I realized that I was recording at 4K, and my camera doesn't like that.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Oh, okay, my bad. Why you don't like that?
Because it's not an A7S III, and it's just a regular A7 III.
Copy. Okay.
So
that's
understandable,
don't cut out. Man. That is understandable. But yeah, man, all I gotta say is, man, that I was not shocked that he kept doing what he did. Like,
he got away with it,
bro. Because if you get away with it, and he go, "Oh, I'm just gonna do it again," like that's why I was like, y'all should have got him in the beginning. Yeah. It's great that y'all got him now, but damn, dog.
Yeah, like, after all the damage,
so dog. Power. I don't know what took so long. Internet,
internet and power. And like, I mean, if you even look at it, like, you know how they're just putting Aaliyah's music on Apple Music and everything, the streaming services, and that's dope to see. But yeah, but before that, the only album on there was the one with him in the background. Age ain't nothing
and
but
that's the funniest thing to me.
Creeping,
like y'all, it's there.
I was blown away, like watching the documentary, like because I didn't know everything.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yeah, once they broke down stories and everything, you're just listening to it like.
And you know why I also got. I think the reason why it happened for so long was also it was mainly happening to black women. Or all the women that came up were black. I didn't really see any white women. You know what I'm saying? Which is a whole nother issue.
Yeah, that definitely has an impact.
And in all situations, we have to protect our black queens.
Yes, sir.
I'm looking at you, Sean.
You pointed the wrong way, but at least on mine.
On mine, it's you right here. He's like,
why you pointing at, bro? Why are you pointing my camera?
The fuck you pointing at?
But anyways, going back to strip.
But yes, strip club music.
Before I forget, like, because you was asking what album you wanna or I would play at a strip club. For some reason, well, not for some reason, I have the fucking Call Me If You Get Lost tape here, and for some reason I'm like, what if they played I Thought You Wanted to Dance?
First of all, I love that song.
I love that song.
It'd be so inappropriate for a strip club, though.
At the club.
I literally hope they play that tonight at Reggae Gold.
Okay.
It's Jamaican-esque.
That was slap.
Yeah.
You get groovy to that. At that kind of function.
What makes you
at the club though? That would be interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why you have the tape too.
Man.
Oh yeah, no, I'd be on tapes. I don't have.
I would think like.
Relax.
I'd be thinking like.
I saw your face.
y'all. I'd be thinking like Juicy J, like something like that. Even then though, that's old. Like he don't really have something new. So I'm trying to think what would be good new for the club because I don't be listening to club music.
Raylo, you're still going on. Just completely slide past.
I'm still on my 3-6 Mafia and we going crazy at the club, bro. I don't want to hear those slow ass songs at the club. I want. If we go on strip club, I want something crazy.
We just got done talking about R. Kelly.
Now I'm going to Juicy J.
I've been on some tapes.
Oh! I didn't even think about that either. I didn't even think about that. Hold on.
Hey, my face was Joe Budden. Oh, my man said I've been on some tapes.
Hold up.
And then I still.
Well, I saw your face like, oh, right. I said what I said, I guess.
And I was paused because I was like, wait. What was we just talking about, kind of thing?
Oh my god!
At the club, I want to hear like some like Juicy J,
probably some Drake or something.
I'm gonna keep going.
You want to hear
Drake?
Right, man.
This is a true professional right here.
Right, true professional. He skipped past it. Him on 106 and Park. But yes, I would prefer.
Oh yeah.
You know, I'm not mad.
Honestly, Southern music in general, I feel fits really well for strip clubs.
Mm-hmm.
No, don't say that.
Well, a lot of it.
I'm about to say if I hear elevators in a strip club.
No, yeah, Outkast. It would have to be.
Yeah.
I don't even know what song of Outkast would you want to hear at the club.
Roses. Oh,
maybe.
Is it? No, Roses. No. Ooh, imagine shaking her ass to Hey Y'all.
I was gonna say that. Maybe Hey Y'all.
The way you move.
Ooh, that's a good one.
This is gonna sound.
That was smooth.
This is gonna sound weird, but palms over Baghdad.
I
can see it.
Bobby going crazy to that shit.
And I'm gonna be mad because I'm gonna be rapping the verse the whole time.
No, the whole time going crazy.
You have to.
Yeah,
like what? That song's a classic. I can see that.
You can't stop the train. That's gonna be me just throwing dollars.
Yeah, like old school artists. I'm trying to think like old school, like T. I mean, maybe like T.I., of course. Like, but I'm not seeing like newer too. I ain't trying to look like a total old head.
Just have fucking rubber band on there.
For real, I don't want like girls shaking their booty to a whole lot of red.
I don't think I. Well,
I mean, I can do that. I like.
Wait, what?
I love a whole lot of red. So play that Cardi.
Did you?
In the club? I'll be going crazy.
No, he just said. I said I don't want to see strippers shaking their booty to a whole lot of red. He's like, I can do it.
I can do it. I love a whole lot of red. Y'all don't like a whole lot of red? I can hear that in the club.
I have a confession.
Do you know what you just said?
Wait, time out. There was actually a question that Pigeons and Planes actually asked.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I posted it. I don't think you saw it, Sean. It said that what is an album that you know is a classic, but you've never heard?
Like, I literally really quote or commented on that when you.
What was it? What was your?
That's right, you did. That's right.
We were just gonna just slide that through, but now you want to bring it up like it's a big thing.
Because the thing is, I got attacked that day. I actually told a very close friend, one of the people in the comments. I told, and like he was like, "What the fuck?" And then a friend of mine, shout out to Liz. Her name is Liz. She's a hip hop head, old school, of course. I told her the album. She lives in Vegas. She wanted to fly to Vegas to whip my ass. Fly from Vegas to whip my ass. So I bring it up just to ask y'all, and I'm not going to say shit.
What the fuck?
And then we can go back to strip club music.
See, is this what you're doing because Daryl ain't here to talk about OnlyFans?
Yeah, so yeah, spice it up somehow.
Just throw it in there.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Well,
or phrasing, boom. Shout out to Archer.
I don't know.
Because if I tell y'all the album, I'm gonna get killed, and I don't want to get killed on the internet.
I mean, there's only there ain't no one watching.
Is it recent or old?
Well, there's one person.
No, it's like
shout out to you.
A classic.
Shout out to one person.
So certified.
Okay.
Would it be Illmatic?
No, come on.
I knew that. Okay, I was like, we on the podcast. I know you. I do it. Yeah, I do that.
Did you want us to say what we didn't listen to?
No, what's yours?
Oh yeah, that's what I thought.
We were guessing. Okay. Well, what I haven't listened to...
There's a lot, honestly, I haven't listened to.
But mind you, I fixed that problem recently, actually.
Oh, okay.
I fixed that problem.
I would honestly...
And if I get
get
comfortable enough, and if Sean acts nicely, I might tell y'all.
I would say, honestly, I haven't listened to a whole lot of, 3-6 and shit.
Nah, yeah. Trying to think, what's a classic that people love to talk about?
Because I'm one of those people that listen to a lot of West Coast and East Coast shit, but not a whole lot of the middle,
the middle and the South and all that. Yeah. I heard Ghetto Boys later in my life.
I heard them fairly recently, but
yeah. And once you listen to streaming, once streaming came out, it made sense.
Streaming makes everything easier to listen to. I feel like now, and I don't get it. There's a disconnect with certain hip hop fans only like to listen to new stuff, and then some hip hop fans only like to listen to old stuff. But I feel like it's easy to mix it nowadays. It's so easy with everything. You can go back and listen to classics, and then switch it up and go listen to something new. So I'm trying. That's why it's hard because I'm trying to think because I try to go back and listen to a lot of old school stuff. I think the only thing that I probably would need to go back and check out more would be not the only thing, but the big thing would be only rap or any genre.
Only rap. I mean, it could be any genre, but realistically, it's usually rap.
Okay.
Yeah, because you'll think of
you'll get clowned.
Other shit as classics, I guess.
Yeah, you'll get clowned for rap. You won't get clowned for R&B or anything else.
No, yeah, that is true.
I was gonna say.
I think I need to go back and listen to because I've listened to Too Short stuff, of course, but I need to go back and listen to his albums that aren't I wouldn't say that aren't classics, but aren't like some of the older ones that I kind of missed out on. The deep cut albums. Because being from out here, I know a lot of the songs, but I ain't gonna lie, some of the albums in between, maybe even that other people don't know, but just because I want to know his music more, especially now. Watching that Versus with him and E40, I know almost all the E40 stuff growing up out here and being with my family a lot. I mean, Too Short, it's hit or miss sometimes.
I feel like that goes for a lot of Bay music for me. I recognize a lot of the hits for sure, but it's more the deeper cuts. I'm I don't recognize all of them.
Right. Yeah, I feel that.
I was gonna say like you were saying how a lot of people nowadays just only listen to newer music. I get it to an extent, because there's so much shit coming out, and me and Eric were talking about it earlier. It's so hard for me to think about music that came out more than a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
right.
It's very rarely is there's an album that really sticks in my head. When we were doing the Lil Sims review, I almost forgot that the fucking Slow Tie album came out this year.
Yeah.
That was in February. Album? Slow Tie?
Slow Tie. What was it called? I forgot, but yeah.
I love that album.
I love that album.
But I haven't listened to it since February.
That was such a quarantine album, though. Like I feel like even some of the songs, like it was such a vibe album for that time.
But it's like I think that's the sort of a mindset that a lot of us are in right now. Like because there's so much music out there, we want to listen to everything, and like we can't really, I guess, focus on one thing long enough. It's almost like everyone has ADD, but like the people who actually do probably focus on music longer than others.
I have a confession.
What?
I completely forgot J. Cole dropped this year.
Oh, I mean, I don't blame you.
I can see that.
Off season, we were kind of talking about that on the Lil Sims review. Like that came out earlier. People are still kind of talking about it, but really, it kind of faded. It faded,
but only because
it's still solid.
No, it's a dope project.
Still a great album. But it's just like it only faded because music moves at a different pace now. Because of course, you get so much of it at one time now.
Absolutely.
Like that shit comes out weekly.
Well, more than weekly.
Yeah, I mean,
sometimes daily, bro.
The fucking Luke dropping an album on Monday, like
in the middle of the week, just drop it random. It's so easy, especially when SoundCloud was really a thing too. I mean, people still drop on SoundCloud.
Still, it's a thing. I'm still on SoundCloud. Yeah. I'm still out there.
But when everybody was on there, you know what I'm saying? When the big artists big. But now if you still on SoundCloud, you still can get music daily. People still drop on there all the time. Absolutely. Fresh content. YouTube, it's crazy.
Yeah, I completely forgot West Side Gun dropped something like twice.
No, that was dope. Yeah, that's new too. That's you right there.
He literally dropped last week. What you talking about?
No,
Eric, you just try to trigger me now.
He dropped twice.
He dropped twice in a month.
Exactly. The last time he dropped I was in LA. What was it? It was like August something. Yeah, and then he recently dropped a week ago, and I was like, I forgot.
I really just sound like a Griselda stan now.
Yeah, you dog, and that's why I had to tell you. I was like, I don't want to hear you tell me that you want to hear ass shaking.
I don't want to. No one wants to.
Strip club music.
Literally, no one wants that.
You was about to sit here and say, which one? Griselda.
Let me get Spurs 3.
That would be crazy.
Give me the first 3. I want her to shake ass to Conway.
White bitch on my brick. You want to shake ass to that? I don't know.
No.
Oh man, I'd be dying.
I'd be upset.
If she's just sitting here shaking ass to the whole Plug I Met album.
When the Black Thought verse go on, she going crazy.
Oh my god.
Oh, imagine if strippers just rap is like shaking ass to like
conscious rap,
interview freestyles.
That'd be wild.
Like, what was
how
that
do you even do that? That's like that's like completely different art.
Shot him, red bottom
spot.
Yeah.
I think it'd probably be easier for like ciphers because of all the gun bars, but
shaking her ass to the TV cipher.
No, just the shady cipher, but only Eminem's verse.
Ariana.
It's
only the Eminem verse.
Is that wait? Is that,
the recent one.
Am I getting mixed up? It's an awfully hot coffee pot. That one? Oh my gosh.
The one where he's in the fucking parking structure?
Yeah.
What's she gonna do when like he takes that little break to think? Like, remember that part where he was just like,
Well, that's when they throw on Venom.
Yeah, switch it up.
Once again, Joe Budden.
When they thinking and they not doing anything, they gotta like do some freestyle moves or something. I don't know. They gotta.
Y'all see Joe Budden?
Yes.
Yes, the face.
I'm over here just again looking at my tapes, but
yeah.
But I'm like, damn. What if they was dancing? What if they was dancing to some fucking Arm & Hammer?
Oh yeah. That's my type of club, though. Arm & Hammer. You
know
what I'm saying?
No.
You're in the club.
You can't turn up to no goddamn Arm & Hammer.
When the world collapses,
you're gonna fucking destroy the world. Arm & Hammer.
Yeah.
Just imagine you hear Tech 9 and all of a sudden they're just like, what?
Fuck the club.
Relax.
You don't know bystanders?
Oh,
I'll listen to Tech 9 anymore, but still.
Has Tech 9 dropped recently?
He literally just dropped an album yesterday.
Oh my god!
And I did a breakdown for the track he did with The Rock.
Did you listen to the whole album? Was it good?
No.
Did The Rock rap?
The Rock did rap.
I heard about that.
He did a quick 8 bars.
Wait, was that? It's probably YouTube. Someone was tweeting about it. I was like, what?
A lot of people were talking about it.
Was it good? Like,
it was okay. So, I mean, I guess we're going into that now. I did want to bring that up, assuming Jose was going to be here because he said he was going to tech show. But
I was going to talk about strip club music again, but
Tech 9 music. Some of his music can be played in strip clubs. I could say
he has so much music.
Yeah, exactly. I talked about it in my breakdown, but he has music for literally anything, and that's a problem.
Yeah.
Imagine shaking ass to Jesus is King.
Follow God?
Gospel music, Kirk Franklin. Oh my God. That is actually a beat. Imagine shaking your ass to Kirk Franklin. GP, you're with me.
You ready for a revolution? What? Going crazy.
Oh my God.
She shakes her ass up. Whoop, whoop. I'm like, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, before I forget, because I have these just sitting on my desk, and I meant to pick them up a while ago. What the fuck was that? Anyways, my guy, my boy Lamar, Eric. Well, yeah, Eric knows him.
The boy.
He got me some air fresheners when he was in San Diego like 2 months ago, and I finally picked them up.
Oh, they're clean.
Yeah, apparently, Childish Gambino smells like mango, and Kendrick smells like pineapple.
Why does that make sense?
He didn't he have that movie Guava Island or whatever? Well, where was that movie? Childish? Didn't he have that movie?
It was Stone Island.
No, it was not Stone Island. He had it right. It was Guava.
No, the mixtape Stone
like
Island.
No, I'm talking about the movie. Yeah,
okay. And it's not Stone Island.
Wasn't
it was Stone Mountain and Kauai.
Kauai, something like that. Yeah, that was solid. But
this man said Stone Island.
I was saying maybe that's why it's mango, because that movie was kind of tropical,
But why Kendrick and pineapple though? That should have been
no, like not even Kendrick and pineapple. Like something with like mango just makes sense for a Childish Gambino. I don't know why.
Yeah,
it's either that or something like stupidly like dragon fruit or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I can see Childish Gambino talking about dragon fruit.
Mm-hmm. I can see that too.
So
strip club music.
Yeah. I don't even know what else could be talked about in strip club. What other music?
Could y'all hear Jid at the strip club?
Hell no. Well, yeah, I can hear Jid at the strip club. Unfortunately, because it depends on the song.
Yeah.
Danny Brown?
Yes, absolutely.
We was just talking about that.
That's wild. Really? Yeah, we were talking about Danny Brown.
Childish Gambino and Danny Brown with Toxic. I would love to hear that in the strip club.
That'd be insane.
Oh yeah, that song slaps. Oh, man. I could hear some royalty in the club. I think One Up. No, that One Up was One Up. Yeah, that's royalty, right? Yeah, One Up. There's a few songs royalty on Childish and shit. You forgot about that tape.
He needs to get all his samples cleared.
I am not racist or whatever. I'm not a racist.
No, we're not having I'm not racist in the club.
Or that new song he has about the ladies with J. Cole.
I didn't listen to that. I don't listen to J. Cole. Not J. Cole, Joyner.
It was whatever.
Nobody. Oh, I was about to say nobody listens to Joyner, but
yeah, no one listens. He
got a fan base.
He do.
He got a fan base, and I'm definitely not in it.
He has the same fan base as Logic.
Yeah,
he has a fan base. He has the Logic fan base that don't like Logic anymore. He wants someone a little bit darker, who can actually say the N-word more confidently,
and who's likes to make songs about double the both perspectives. Like that's his little gimmick. I wouldn't even say a gimmick because he's cool. Like it's not really like. Is that a gimmick? I don't know. Do you guys think that
that's a gimmick?
Yeah.
It's a gimmick. Yeah, the way he does the videos.
He's only done it a handful of times, so I wouldn't say it's
not bad.
Huge
it's not like it's like. Yeah, it's not horrible. It's just like it's not like a bad gimmick. It's just a gimmick.
My biggest
that's all I know him for.
My biggest issue with Joyner is like he had so much potential from the 508 tape.
Mm-hmm.
Like where I really liked that tape, and then everything after that was just like, what are you doing, my guy? Like you're just just trying to do fast rap now? You trying to do the triplet flow? You trying to do?
He started rocking with Eminem, right? Is that before that though?
That was around that time actually.
Yeah, he probably started really
like Eminem ruins people.
Yeah, Logic. It happened to Logic too. I don't know if he worked with
Logic. Never worked with Eminem. Logic just ruined himself.
No, he worked with Eminem. Remember, he made that song with him.
He did, didn't he?
He made that one. Was it? No, it wasn't Homicide. What was it called? It was something. It was not good. It was just them rapping hella fast.
Huff and pot.
Yeah.
Logic really did end his own career.
He did. He started talking about how he's biracial in every song.
And then
he did that on his mixtapes, but he was way more corny with it. Like he made Spider-Man, I like some of those songs, but it's like he did it too corny. It was like there's a difference between bringing up you're biracial and like making whole songs about it and like making it corny.
Like drop a bar about it. I don't know.
Yeah, it was different.
I got a cousin named Keisha. He made that a verse. I mean, he made that a chorus.
That's what I'm saying. It was like he was trying to point out he was.
I don't know.
Back in the day, I don't know.
I don't know if y'all seen
because the Incredible True Story was great.
Yeah, that was
his last album. His last great album. His last.
I honestly didn't even care for that one as much. Like it was good.
Oh yeah.
I liked Under Pressure more.
Yeah,
but even
I still haven't heard Under Pressure to this day.
What?
I think I like Under Pressure more just because that was like when I started like going to school at Santa Cruz, and like I just have memories associated with it. But
yeah, that's a nostalgic album. Definitely.
But like looking back at it, you can kind of see where Logic is going from there. Like he'd just be kind of copying people's styles and sounds. Like he literally has the same beat for "Pray for Me, I'm Dying of Thirst" on it. Like literally the same beat.
Yeah, I mean,
like come on, Mike.
But that's how he blew up in a sense. Yeah, his mixtapes he used to rap over other people's beats.
I mean that's fine.
That's fine, but on his own albums, it was like.
It's like, and it was less than a year after.
Yeah, his albums, he would like wear his influences on his sleeves heavy. Like it was like you're saying, like the copy and the beat, some of the flows. Kanye, like there was one song. It was either on The Incredible True Story or Everybody or whatever.
Yeah,
where it sounded like flashing lights. Yeah, it was like you doing too much. You trying to sing and stuff. And then on his newest projects, he made songs that were like complete garbage. It went from being corny to garbage. Like to me, I don't know if anybody likes
his last like album, like the one that he was supposed to retire on. Like that was okay, but I mean, people who actually watch this shit know that I don't really like Logic.
He's dropped another project.
I'm a hater.
He dropped
of
that
Logic.
Bobby Tarantino 3, I think, or whichever one it was. 4. Yeah, he dropped the whole tape, and then on Twitter he said 2024. Like that's when he's gonna drop.
I thought it was Young Sinatra, actually.
Was it?
No, actually, you're right.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. It was like
one of those two.
Yeah, it was one of those.
But regardless, like, I
think he should have damn near stayed away for a little bit longer because Bobby Tarantino. I don't know what that was.
He retired and then he fucking put out that Doom Poster album.
I let that slide though because it was like, okay, Doom passed away. If you're really inspired to drop a little project because that's like someone you grew up listening to or whatever.
Yeah,
okay.
You gonna let that slide?
But then
with the fucking Doom Poster,
that's what you're gonna let slide.
I'm not gonna say it wasn't bad. I mean, you're paying homage to dude, and I feel like he's a big artist, so I feel like it was a cool little like. Okay, let me pay homage to him because
pissed Sean off.
You didn't like it? I got the you didn't you took offense to Logic doing that. I didn't take offense.
You talking to me or you talking to him?
Sean, you took offense to Logic doing that because I thought it was a cool little homage. I mean, I wasn't slapping it. I played it once when it was dropped on SoundCloud. And I was like, okay, I'm never going back. But to hear him kind of come back, I felt like he already planned to come back. But if that really motivated him, it was cool to see. His Doom passing hit a lot of people. I can see it. I
think the biggest issue I had with that was just that he didn't straight up say that it was a Doom inspired project, and he kind of like went out of his way to say it wasn't a Doom inspired project. It felt like. And when I listened to it and when I played it because I was still at Best Buy when I was listening to this or when it came out, and I played it for one of my coworkers and he's like, "That's literally a Doom album. Like it literally just sounds like Doom." And he was upset because he knew it was Logic too.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing about me though is that I know like Logic had paid homage to like Wu-Tang and stuff. I'm not saying that's the same, but obviously he knows the history of rap, so I don't know why he should have made it more clear because obviously some people don't know, but
yeah, like I took it as like it was meant to be an homage. I don't fucking know what the word is anymore, like how to say it, but like it sounded like it was a tribute to Doom, like, and it sounded like it was meant to be, but he just didn't say anything about it. And aside from that, he had one of his homeboys on it who was a sexual offender, and he didn't say anything about it, so there was that too. But
see, I didn't look into all the background. I just listened to it once. I was like, it's cool to see. I didn't know anything. Yeah. But I bet, like, with all these artists, they always got some weird connections.
Yeah, it's kind of hard.
In conclusion, Logic stayed retired. I feel you.
Yeah, he should have, because then he dropped
a little bit longer. At least.
3. Yeah, he dropped the whole mixtape, and no one even talked about it. A song about, like, it had a song called "Vaccine" and everything, and it was like so forgettable.
Of course he did.
And then he said a tweet 2024. I guess that's when he's supposed to like come back again. I'm good. Who's waiting for a lot? Yeah, I don't know. Just chill, man.
Do we need that?
Like I seen him with doing an interview. I don't remember who it was, but I saw like a snippet on Twitter, and it was something like they're like, like they were talking about Kanye. Like, oh, did you listen to Donda? He's like, yeah, I'm not even really listening to rap music right now. And I'm like, you fucking liar. Like, first of all, like you can't say that because you are a rapper, but also. Like, I mean, I get it. You want to be the cool guy and say, no, I don't listen to rap anymore. I listen to some obscure shit. But then he's going to come back and fucking make music like Donda. Like, I bet he's going to make something that sounds gospel.
I just think he needs to, I don't know, just take the time. Maybe, hopefully he comes back in 2024 and he's more focused and he's dropping.
Yeah, like, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I don't know. Like,
I think he should take a break anyway. Yeah, he should have took a break anyway. Like,
look here, man. I used to fuck with Logic back in the day. Yep. Probably anything past Incredible True Story, I was just like, whatever. Mm-hmm. But like ever since he did that song to where it was like a song, what was that song about suicide?
The one song.
I feel like
that made
one time
where
he tried to ride that wave heavy to where he wanted to like, oh, I'm speaking for these people and these people now.
What's crazy is blah, blah, blah. He then made a song about how he made so much money off that song.
Oh yeah, 1-800 you could suck. And then you made a court.
Yeah.
That was so horrible.
And then it was like, everything after that, I was just like, damn, dog. Like now, I feel like everything you just say is just corny now. And then there's music. It sounds like a lot of his music he was just trying to copy through like old school music and this and that. And then of course with the whole Doom shit, I even heard it, but I already pretty much know that it's a bunch of loads of bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, I just thought it was cool that he tried to do it, but I didn't look into it. Maybe I should have, and I would have probably been a little bit more offended like Sean. But I knowing, I just automatically assumed with Logic like he was paying homage. Like that's how my mind state was. I know, you know what I'm saying. But I can see that now. If you said that, I can see that.
I can just say Griselda and then Sean's. See, hold on, what?
What'd you say about Griselda?
Hey, well, watch your mouth.
Was it Westside Gunn wanted to make a whole album with Doom? I remember he was hecka tweeting about that. Yeah. It never came out. Yeah, he was hella hyping that up.
They had that unofficial collab. Song. That was just like him on Doom Beats, I think. It was like a mashup.
That was cool. Yeah, it was cool. I don't.
And speaking of Doom, I feel hella bad because I haven't continued the Book of Doom. I just haven't had time.
It happens. We waiting on
you. Get the mask back there? That's crazy.
Oh yeah, it's just back there.
Yeah,
I got the ring right here.
Mine's in bag edition. It's all rusted.
Man.
It's from all the brew. Anyway,
so strip club music. No,
I was gonna bring it to something more recent than that shit. What the fuck? What y'all been listening to recently?
Shit. Well, you know I'm an R&B dude. That's first off.
Let me know what's up with R&B. Let me know what's up.
I actually listened to that Don Toliver recently.
Oh yeah.
Now, before I go into my appreciation of actually that project, because it was actually a solid project. Fuck that dude.
Okay.
From the bottom of my heart.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna tell you why.
Is it because of Kali Uchis?
Yep.
All right.
1000%.
Fair enough.
That's my queen, and he took her.
Are they actually a thing?
They are actually a thing.
I don't follow him on social media.
Have you seen her bend over?
Yes. I wanted to go see her and Georgia Smith live, but I missed out.
I seen that.
Yeah, oh yeah, you seen that. I know you the way you said that. I seen that.
That's like the only time I wouldn't wear underwear.
I wanted to go to that.
Actually, now that I think about it, I think I've just seen them individually. I didn't see them together.
No,
either way,
it don't matter. I need to see them anyway. But that there's a dude named Rennie. He's solid. His little constellation project. He actually has a song that I really like. It was called "Meet Me in Amsterdam." And he came out with a project called Constellation, literally probably Friday. And so far, shit's all right.
Now, before we get too far away from that, I do want to say I was listening to a little bit of Don Toliver's tape when I was at my boy's house. I wasn't feeling it.
It was
to me,
you Griselda. So.
Well, relax.
He's in a Griselda mind state right now.
I won't be I just told you I was listening to Black Odyssey earlier. Come on now.
You're right. You're right.
I feel like
that's Griselda adjacent.
No, how?
Griselda adjacent.
Conscious rap.
To fucking soul music.
Black people.
If they're black, they're connected somehow.
Wow.
They're gonna make it work. They're gonna make it.
I know. Griselda and Lil Nas X the same shit.
Well, before I say what I was going to say, well, do you think Lil Nas X will work, or Griselda will work with Lil Nas X?
Yeah.
Right? I would think so too, right?
Yeah, make it work.
I think they'll probably throw him on a hook or something like that.
Okay. Cool.
I don't think they'll actually work on a
verse. Nah.
He's just over there going do.
Yeah, because then you play in the Lil Nas's world. So I don't know. That actually is a good question. I think Lil Nas actually, oddly enough, makes solid music.
Yeah, right. I didn't listen to his album yet, but I mean, I like the singles.
The singles was cool.
Okay.
It's very catchy.
I could see West Side Gun just doing gun ad libs on everything.
Hey, yeah. He's a pop. I mean, he's basically a pop star. He's a pop star, but they say he's a rapper. That album, I could hear that maybe, but it would have to be a rap track because he'd be doing those pop tracks, and I can't see that.
It'd be a little weird.
Yeah, he'd have to do a more rap focused track.
My bad, cut y'all off. Have y'all heard Expensive Pain yet?
Yeah,
I listened to it. In the background.
It was cool.
Why am I on the bottom now?
Yeah,
it switched. What happened with that?
You raised your hand.
I did this, and it said I raised my hand. You know what? Well. Lower. There you go.
Oh, I'm back.
And I'm back. But yeah, no, I heard Expensive Pain. Yeah, maybe. Is that why we were switching?
Maybe.
Yeah, the order switched on my screen too.
Well, all right. Well,
I'm out.
It's back to normal for me. Anyways, Expensive Pain.
I actually fucked with Expensive Pain, but I listened to it in the gym, if that counts.
Oh yeah, it's a gym album. It's definitely a workout.
It's definitely a gym album.
Mm-hmm.
But it also made me then realize. What?
Oh no, I'm just telling myself. Sorry. You're good. Just kidding.
Oh, my bad, Griselda. So I was listening to this shit. And it's solid, man. For some reason, I just really enjoyed it because it was a great gym. But I don't know. I gotta slap it tonight or something like that before Rick. No, I gotta slap some Wayne Wonder before I go out to Reggae Gold.
I thought it was a cool album. I mean, I wasn't hecka hyped for it though. So it was I'm gonna get some songs from Meek. I know I'm gonna get a few bangers, a few like you said, workout songs.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. It wasn't anything special. Yeah. The cover was funny. People were talking stuff about that when he showed it, but.
I mean,
the covers,
yeah. It's an ode to Drake.
Yep, but I was surprised he didn't have Drake on there. But
no, it's still beefing with Shamba.
Over Nicki.
6 years later.
Because Champions, I think Champions is better so far. That's me though. I don't know. I like Champions more. I don't know how y'all felt about Champions.
I don't really
listen to
Meek that
the
much.
Only album. I'm about to say that's the only album I kind of listen to, top to bottom from him.
Yeah, I just don't
Dreams
need
and
that man
Nightmares,
yelling at me in my ears for an hour.
Yeah, he was back talking shit on this album though. I ain't gonna lie.
He was talking shit.
A lot of this song, so that's why it's a workout. I'm just like, yeah, Baby had a song with Baby in them. He knew what he was doing.
Yeah, he called everybody broke. He said, "Y'all ain't
Rolly on my wrist." You know he gotta bring up the Rolly. He gotta bring up the Rolly. He had to.
He don't know anything else aside from a Rolly.
Every album he had a song.
Yeah, I felt it.
Yeah. Shit. What? But before we get off or too off of the recent music, I feel like going back to Don Toliver, like I feel like he does well on like more sort of like spacey sort of beats, and like I didn't listen to the whole thing, like I just listened to a couple of tracks off it, but like I feel like he does well when he's more of the instrumental and less of the focus. As bad as negative as that sounds,
he's good as a feature artist too. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but what?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was just gonna say I feel that, but I really like Heaven or Hell.
I mean, I haven't listened to the whole thing, so I can't say.
Oh, damn.
I don't listen to Don Toliver like that.
I mean, I could agree with you, man. Fuck that nigga, because he's fucking Caliucci. So
Heaven or Hell, I've heard that's just I heard that was a solid project. That one had Wasted. Yeah, I can't feel my legs. I used to slap that one. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I was slapping that one. That one I had more hype for because people were like, "Oh yeah, like he just got put on." Yeah. Like this one, I was kind of like, "Okay, well now after that project, what's he gonna do with this one?" And this one, I feel like he kind of like, I wouldn't say chilled out, but it was like I get what Sean's saying. It wasn't. I don't know, Sean. You were more saying you don't really mess with him like solo wise, or you saying like you like him more as a background focus? Like
I like him as a feature for sure. Like he's solid as a feature, but like when he's on solo shit, if he's too much at the forefront, like and like overtakes the instrumental too much, for me it just kind of it's a bit much. I feel you on that. Okay, yeah, because sometimes he doesn't bring it up to the table, but then there's those tracks where he's really bringing it vocally, or he's really playing with a vibe, and I like it. Like I like on the new one going back, I like the swagging on Westheimer. I think that one was cool to me. That sounds like a Griselda track.
Yeah, because he had a track called Westheimer, I think, or something like that on his new one too. Yeah. Flocky was solid too, even though Travis could have came a little harder.
I didn't like that one that much.
Flocky
that was one of the few I listened to.
Track. It was cool. I'm not saying it was. I expected more too. I was saying Travis could have came harder.
She do got that Flocky though.
The one with Keen was alright.
I like that one.
It was cool. It was cool. So Fago popped up. I'll be on TikTok sometimes. So Fago, I got family who mess with Fago, so it's cool to see them on the track together. It was alright. I'm not saying
I was surprised to see him on there. Though. I see not gonna lie.
Over there shaking. Why are you shaking your head like that?
Because I just heard. Yeah, that's a great TikTok song. Like, oh god.
Yeah, so Fago be on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? But I can hear that on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
Y'all don't be on TikTok?
No.
Oh man, no. I mean, I do, but like, I'll be like the songs I already know outside of TikTok.
Nah, I'm starting to like because I be on there sometimes, and also just because ever since Tootsie Slide, like you can hear when songs are made for TikTok now.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that one was, but like it's definitely more prevalent. Like there's songs on albums that are like this is so it's like repeating words and stuff, moments, especially in music videos now. They have moments damn near for like memes and TikToks. So
I'ma show you, and then they got right. Left and right. Yeah, he literally said.
He told you
I'm making this song for TikTok, yeah.
But
and he did it, and that's the thing that irritates me because he did it in his new ass house. He did it in the embassy and pretty much just flexed on everybody.
I mean, that was the point of the video.
Right. Yeah, he's gonna flex.
Video. Yeah, he's gonna flex. I don't know why I said that. You're right. Let's go back to strip club music. Strip club music. You gotta name the episode that strip club music.
Strip club music.
Yeah.
That's the focus.
I mean, it really is.
Imagine a girl shaking her ass to a podcast.
How? Like it has to be. It has to be the person with the deepest voice talking the most, right?
So it's gonna be you.
Oh no! I don't want that. I don't want that pressure. Please no.
She's shaking her ass to bar from bar. Just
Welcome to the Bar for Bar podcast. Left cheek, right cheek.
Listen to your review on Tech Nine.
This bar, I really like this bar.
Oh God,
I can see it.
Don't worry, I'm gonna tweet you something. Later. Don't worry, just be prepared. Just be prepared. and don't let me forget it either. Because trust me, I'm gonna tweet you something.
Oh no, I know you will.
Okay, don't worry. I got you tomorrow. It's gonna make sense tomorrow. Oh man.
Oh no.
Yeah, you'll be okay though. I'm gonna set a reminder.
God. You really don't want to forget it.
Tweet Sean tomorrow.
Anyways, other music that came out. That Lute album was pretty solid.
Ludacris?
Lute. Not Ludacris.
Oh, I was gonna say Ludacris?
We talked about it a little bit when we was doing our review. Or at least
Goldmouth, yeah.
You got
I've only skipped through it once or twice. I need to actually sit with it.
See, the thing is, that's what I did first, but then I actually sat with it and listened to that shit. And it's fucking deep. I wasn't expecting that because I didn't listen to his actual 99.6. I didn't listen to that shit, but yeah, it was more than what I was expecting.
Yeah, I listened to Wes.
I was like, oh shit! Now I have emotions
cool.
again.
I think
something.
I think Goldmouth. I've been only listening I've been just listening to the beats and stuff. Not really the like you say. I got to connect more with what he's talking about.
I like how on what was it on track myself. The opening lines are, "I'm not an introvert. I just don't fuck with y'all."
I felt that.
That's how I be though.
Oh, Tech not asinine.
Yeah, no,
we're not already.
Yeah.
I hate it already.
Yeah. And this is I see. I'm mad because I listened to Tech Nine heavy up until 2014, and I talked about it in my breakdown. I think I'd already brought it up, but he just be doing too much. That was
literally almost 10 years ago. But okay.
Well, yeah. Well, whenever Special Effects came out, but
yeah, that's the last album for me too, where I was really checking.
It's
oh shit! Come out, Bad Not Good drop something.
What?
Whoa.
Really?
Whoa.
What?
How we skip that? I feel like that's sarcasm.
No, I'm what the fuck?
What is this? Talk memory?
Yeah, I'm adding it right now.
Oh, shit.
Well, then.
That's because it just came out, though, so maybe it was a surprise drop. I didn't hear any hype or build-up. I feel like I was hearing
there was a single.
They stopped, because wasn't that last album supposed to be their last album, right? What is that?
I thought so.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't listen to Bad Not Good on their own.
Oh, you are.
That album with Ghostface, I love them.
Yeah, that was what I was saying. Ghostface album was amazing.
When they work with hip hop artists, I think they had a few songs.
Amazing.
It's like one of those things I thought I didn't need but needed.
Mm.
Now they're dope at making beats. They're good at it.
My bad, y'all. I just realized something. I actually gotta start getting ready.
Wow.
It's all good.
Sean, Eric, this was great, y'all.
Nice to meet you, man.
And it was nice meeting you too, E. We gotta do this again.
Absolutely.
We'll do it
next
again.
month.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
Second week November.
But man, thank you for letting me on bar for bar after dark, man. It's always good talking to y'all. Remember, Joe Budden. Second off, y'all have a good night. All right, man. I'm gonna shake my ass for y'all tonight at Reggae Girl.
I mean,
have a fun
you gotta say all that, but all right.
Hey, man, look here, strip club music. All right now, y'all have a good night.
Peace.
Peace out,
Take
Joe.
care. Have fun.
All right, thanks.
Oh my god. Oh man. Now there's just one Eric.
Yeah. No, I gotta really listen to that Loop project.
No, it was solid. I mean, because I haven't listened to Lute except for the stuff he did on Revenge of the Dreamers 3, and that was solid as hell too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's good.
So anything else, I was excited for. And after he dropped GED, I'm like, That's dope.
That was a dope little video.
I was like, okay, now I'm listening. Now I'm looking for you.
Yeah, I remember when he dropped that, people were like, "Drop the album." He's like, "It's coming, just wait."
And like sounds a year and a half later,
just listening to like I said, just listening to the instrumentation, some of the wordplay, some of the flows. I'm liking it, so I'm like, let me sit on it. I think I'm gonna love it too, because I've been missing like something like you said, like something a little deeper, especially something that sounds a little bit like not like abstract. It's a little bit in between. That's why I like Luke. You know what I'm saying? He can rap, but he's not totally off the beaten path. You know what I'm saying?
And he's definitely not for everyone. Like when I was at my boy's house earlier, I played it. Like I told him to listen to a couple songs. He wasn't feeling it, but that's just because of Luke's voice. Like I mean, I get it. Like and his voice and his flow, like it doesn't really. It's not that exciting, I would say. Like he's definitely more laid back, but
laid back.
Yeah, like it's not for everyone, but if you're into the more like the way I thought of it was more of like the soulful J. Cole tracks. That's kind of like the easiest comparison to it.
And that's why when they work together on Dreamville, or not just him and J. Cole, but that's why when he's working with them, you know, of course, everything, all the connection stuff, it works well because he brings, I don't know, like he has his own little vibe, but he fits within the Dreamville clique. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, everyone in Dreamville has some sort of like soul to them.
You know, Some of them just kind of remind me more of J. Cole than others, but that's not a negative because you know, other artists I feel like to put on other artists that kind of remind them of themselves, maybe in a certain way. Not all the time.
Oh yeah,
but sometimes you can hear that. You know what I'm saying? Like Don with Travis. You know, you can hear the influence. You know,
it's there.
I've been listening to that little Alchemist EP a little bit. This thing of ours too. Yet. I kind of just listened to it once. It was cool. Like, you know what you're gonna get? Like Alchemist, you're gonna get some dope little beats, gritty little beats. I like the one with Bruiser Brigade though.
That's what I was gonna say. Like everyone's been talking about that track.
You know what's up? I love Danny Brown. Danny Brown's one of my favorite artists, so I feel like hear him and Alchemist. You know what you're gonna get, right?
Yeah,
spaz.
Exactly.
It's worth it though. It's worth it to check out for an EP. I think the first one was cool too. So
yeah, I think I listened to the first one and I was cool off it. But that's the thing. Like with Alchemist, it's you kind of have to be in the mood for it. At least for me, like you have to kind of be like ready for the more laid back sort of like stripped down sort of instrumentals.
Yeah.
But I mean he does switch it up fairly often too, so you never know what you're gonna get sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, when he drops the Yacht Rock projects, he's doing like weird little, even though it's still like sampling and stuff, it's like a little bit different because even the Yacht Rock, you know? So.
Even the tape he did with Conway last year, like Lulu, didn't sound like Lulu. Regular Alchemist. Dope. And I mean, even Alfredo, I guess.
Alfredo was. Yeah, Alfredo was so crazy too. When he's working with an artist who's really on their A game, like Freddie Gibbs, Conway. Yeah, I feel like they bring a different dimension to the samples because if they're really rapping about like Babies and Fools, right? Like I think that's Freddie and Conway on the same track on that album. Was it Babies and Fools or whatever? You know what I'm talking about? Something like that. They add a story to that sample. All I need is like they added a whole nother dimension. Like they played with it. So.
Yeah, absolutely. It helps.
What
was it? Yeah, Babies and Fools. You were right.
Yeah, I like that track. That was dope. What else have you been listening to?
Honestly, it's been like the last couple of days have been weird because like I haven't been listening to a whole lot. Like, before you came in, like I was telling Eric how, like. On Thursday night when the Isiah Rashad show was happening, like I went and cut my finger at work and had to leave work. And like
bad? It was like you were leaking like that?
I mean, so I went and got it checked out yesterday and they're like, you probably should have come in earlier because you needed stitches.
I was like,
okay.
What happened? Were you like doing something and then like it's something like
it was like in the box making machine. Like I was trying to get a box out of the way and it just went and cut me. So they just basically glued it together. But I was like, damn, I should have just gone to the show. That wouldn't happen.
Is that why you didn't go? You at work?
Yeah. And I didn't plan ahead enough. So.
No, yeah. I was gonna buy tickets when he was announcing them, and then I thought I was gonna be working at that time. Usually I'm working till late, but it turned out I had a program where I can end it early if I wanted to, and I hit you up. I was like, and you, thank you again.
Oh yeah,
that was perfect.
Yeah,
I was probably like, dude,
how was the show?
Things work out. Yeah, it was dope. He came out late, of course. But you know, rappers always do that. Yeah. Childish Major did a cool little opening set, and then he
Ray
did
Vaughn
his
was
set.
there too, right?
No, I think it was just Childish Major.
Was he? Oh, maybe he was there for Friday's show, but
yeah, I don't know. I swear it was just Childish Major, unless he was like there. Was it? Maybe I don't know. Maybe I missed it because I showed up a little bit late, and when I showed up, Childish Major when I showed up, Childish Major had just came out.
Okay.
So I thought he was the opener because when I looked it up, I swear it only said him. Maybe I missed him. If I did, whatever. I came a little late.
Yeah.
And but Isiah, he killed it. He performed most of the songs I wanted him to. The only one he did do was Silk the Shaka. And what's annoying was he hinted, he was like, y'all don't want to go out with Silk the Shaka. And I was like, yes, I do, bro. And then he did Don't Shoot, which I love. I'm like,
yeah, you
should have did Silk the Shaka. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he put on a great show. That was the second time I've seen him.
The other time, the first time I've seen him.
The second time he was opening for Schoolboy. That was when Oxymoron had just came out. That was years ago. I was way younger. I went with my mom. My mom went with me. So I went and saw Schoolboy Q and Isiah, and I wasn't a big fan then. So this time was a completely different experience because I was, now I'm a big ass fan.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man. So you hooked up someone who really appreciates Isiah music.
It worked out.
Yeah.
Like it sucks too because like two of the people that was gonna be on, they also went to the show. But they couldn't be here. Like my boy Daryl, like he was kind of like pretty much in the same seats as you had. And then my other friend Jesse, he was like in GA like floor though. Like
there was heck of people on the floor. Yeah,
he sent me pictures. It was wild.
Yeah, like I've been to that venue like once or twice I think before, and I forgot who I saw last time. I think I saw Tyler there for Fireboy years ago. And his concert was a little bit more chill.
Yeah.
Besides certain songs, of course, But I was in the upper lodge that time. So we were in the lower lodge. And that was good seats. That was good ass seats because it was like I wasn't in the pit, but I was like close.
Yeah.
I think the other time I went there, I was at the GA, and it's crazy down there.
I'm sure. I haven't been there for like GA floor, but I've been there for GA balcony and like upper lodge, and like. I don't know if it's the same in lower lodge, but like the seats in upper lodge were hella tight.
Yes.
Like
lower lodge, it wasn't too bad though.
Okay.
I had enough space, do my little thing. Yeah. I'm a tall guy too, so it's like I'm not, kind of lanky. So it's like I had enough room, kind of do my thing, And it was cool. I think that I'm excited for more shows to start. There's already a few, of course, lined up. Like I'm excited to start going back to shows again. Hopefully we can go to one together, bro. Like we almost did we should have kicked it more at JPEG, but that was a crazy mosh. Like I remember.
Yeah, I just kind of got sucked in again.
We talk about moshes. That was crazy.
That was fun though.
Yeah.
Cause I was there with my boy Jaren, and he's also he's just a really big JPEG Mafia fan, and we just got sucked in.
Oh yeah.
I think we got to the back at some point, and then we ended up back at the front. And I'm like, I don't.
It was just going around.
Yeah.
I remember because like the mosh would be in the front, and then it somehow where the waves would hit the back. I would be in the back because I didn't want to be right in the front because I've been to a few concerts and sometimes it's cool, but sometimes I'm just trying to chill, even if it's like an upbeat concert like JPEG.
Yeah.
I don't know. Most time people don't be really trying to bump into me anyway, but it happens still.
Yeah,
and it's a chill. I mostly like to chill though. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of like I'm chilling, but I will get in the mosh if I have to. You know what I'm saying? Or if I really want to. I
try to be like just on the outside ring, if anything, because like I'm just a big dude. Like you don't want me in there. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to. If someone actually hit me, because I've seen that people actually. It's different between like pushing. I didn't see people like really just like it's like you doing a little too much. Yeah. I'm not trying to get involved with that. My temper might go off. That's just if I'm turned.
Exactly. Nope. Like I'm fine with pushing you back into it, like and making sure you're standing up fine. But I'm not trying to be in it
like that.
Like that kind of happened when I seen Denzel Curry when he was doing the Taboo tour. Like I was like right on the edge. Like I was kind of inside, but I kind of like.
Wait, you were there too?
Yeah.
Was that in S7?
Yeah.
Yep, I was there. That was the reason I was there. I seen him twice. I saw him for I forgot what project that was.
Imperial.
When I was in high school.
Or 13.
It probably was Imperial. I saw him for that. It was at a small. It was at an even smaller venue than I remember that the Taboo.
That was wild.
Great. That was great. He performed like all the songs I wanted.
That was probably one of my favorite shows, just because of like just the energy, but like also like my friend. I went with one of my friends, and he's like, "This is the first time I've ever sweated so much. My pants are wet."
Like, no, it was pure. It was pure energy. It was pure energy, and it was just like Denzel. I feel like
it's different.
When I've seen him, like even the other time, like he's gonna interact with the crowd. The visuals, if he has visuals, are gonna be cool. It's gonna be. He's gonna talk to you. He's gonna like, and after at least the first show, he talked to me. He signed something. I forgot what he signed, but he signed something, and then we was talking and stuff. Like he seems like he really cares about his fans, or at least tries to. Yeah, like talk to you and make you feel like he cares. It's dope.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Denzel. I thought Denzel might drop some. Did he? No, he's probably gonna drop next year though, because he dropped. Yeah, did he drop last year?
No, I think last thing he really dropped was what was that album?
Unlocked.
Zoo?
No, Unlocked.
Unlocked. Yeah.
But that was that wasn't last year, was it? Was that the year before last year? Or it might have been last year. That was last year.
Yeah, that was.
But it was it was small. Like that was like only like what 15 minutes. It was like a short little project. I can see why that's kind of like. It was like I want another like Taboo. I'm not gonna say like you don't gotta give me something as big or grand as that, but I want something on that level kind of. Yeah. Because Woo was kind of, or Zoo. Zoo was kind of like smaller too, almost.
Yeah, like I think he even went out of the way to say that he wasn't gonna try to do another Taboo because that was too much.
You can't be. Yeah, it was a lot.
Apparently, it took him like 3 years or something to write it. So.
Because it was like songwriting wise, and a lot of like the way he tried to put the album together. It seemed like he did try to put a lot of thought into it. And his other projects, it seems like it's just like more like I'm gonna make dope songs. Mm-hmm. So, and that's cool to see.
I can see him being on his more radical shit for his next project.
Yeah, give me more like. I'm not even saying like you don't gotta give me Taboo. Give me maybe like something like.
Because he did Live from the Abyss, and that was like just that was more like a punk song.
Yeah, I saw that on wasn't that on Bandcamp?
I think it got officially released too on streaming and shit, but like that sort of energy would be dope for him.
Because Zilla Kami be in that, and he be messing with Zilla Kami like the Rocky. Yeah, Zilla Kami dropped the album too, and I was checking that Dog Boy or whatever. Was he on that?
I didn't check that yet.
I kind of checked it. I'm not a big ass fan though. I like City Morgue though. I like when him and Allie do it together. I like some of their songs. But him by himself, I'm trying to get into, but it's a little different. Yeah. Have you been listening to that Baby Keem? I don't know. I forgot if you messed with it.
I did listen to it. I haven't been listening to it a whole lot recently. And actually, that's something I wanted to bring up with more people here too. But like, for me, I feel like I listened to it a lot the week it came out. And like, the weekend and then the following week until Friday. Mm-hmm. But then after that, I just didn't really go back to it. Like it's still solid, but
I've been going back to it while I like do stuff or like while I'm chilling, like if I'm like relaxing, because it's cool like relaxing. Some of it is like cool relaxing background music, and then he has songs where he's kind of trying to be personal, like first things first or whatever.
Yeah,
and it's cool. That's why I like Keem though, because like he has the trap, like the kind of upbeat stuff, but he's still a little different and weird and quirky with it. I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of people also like compare Melodic Blue to like Days Before Rodeo, where it's like just kind of like a bunch of little things that he's trying to do. But yeah, I don't know.
It doesn't click that well.
Like he has to drop something almost immediately to make it make sense.
Because I like this project in a sense where I feel like he showed his versatility, and I feel like because he's always done that. Because even on, did you listen to Die For My Bitch? Mm-hmm. Really, I like that project. More, I think I like it a lot more too. But that's with time, and but this one I feel like he tried to almost do it, and I think he tried to do it on a bigger level because he has some of the little skits like the interludes and like I'm not saying it was hella, but I feel like he tried to like be like, this is my debut big project. And it kind of, some of the songs he tried to reach too much.
I mean that, but also you felt comfortable though. Like it was
on the last mix. One on Die For My Bitch.
No, on Melodic Blue. Like it felt like he was comfortable, but also trying to do a lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know what it was. Maybe it's because
maybe it's something that we need to sit with longer to really.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why understand. I haven't really been trying to crap on it too much yet, because I feel like even with Die For My Bitch, like I liked it more off rip, but it grew on me. So I can see this one because some of the songs he's kind of singing, like he's singing a lot. I feel like Die For My Bitch, he had singing on it, like Bullies and stuff, which I like. But then this one it's like it's not the same. It's like he's singing differently, and he's doing like more. He's trying to have more catchy hooks. I feel like too, like, and my bitch is going gorgeous. Like he's trying to do almost some of them he's reaching. And I feel like he doesn't need to do that, especially with working with Kendrick.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. Is like, where's, like, I mean, Kendrick's influence is clearly there. Like it's you can't really avoid it on this album, but like, how much input is Kendrick really putting into it? Like, it doesn't seem like a whole lot. It just kind of seems like, yeah, you just do your own thing, and like, I'll touch it later.
I don't know, because Kendrick, I don't know if Kendrick's really a type of person I would expect to really executive produce, because Kendrick is his albums are so different from everybody else's. Yeah. It's like I can't really expect him to hold other people to his standard. Like even with the Black Panther soundtrack, I liked it. It has some great tracks on it, but like him being, I feel like you can't hold other people to his standard. It's really hard. Yeah. So like when he's working with other people who are like, I wouldn't say below him, but like skill wise, it's like he can make it work. He can do the catchy side, but it's not as good because you expect a little bit more from Kendrick sometimes. Yeah. Or even from the feature, because the feature's trying to work with Kendrick, and I feel like they'd be switching up their sound or something. Like, it's like,
they'd be trying to sound like Kendrick.
Yeah, or Kendrick trying to almost, I wouldn't say sound like them, but he's trying to adapt, and it's like you still sound cool. Like on the what was that song he did with Future, the remix, Mask Off? Like it was cool, but like I don't want that. Like it doesn't. I'm not gonna play that. Yeah.
That honestly kind of reminded me of how Kanye was doing all those remixes in like 2008 or something.
Yeah, it's like you need to just chill, just
like it's cool, stuff. But yeah, just do your own thing. Like we don't need a Lollipop remix from you, Kanye.
No, and I also feel like Keem and Kendrick, like I think they're gonna start working together more. I feel like Kendrick is trying to let Keem, because people, once it came out that Kendrick is his cousin, some people started saying Kendrick writes from him. Of course, some people says so it's I think he's trying to let Keem figure himself out.
Yeah, I mean he's addressed that on the album too.
Yeah, so I think he's trying to let Keem like find his sound, and I think. I don't know. I wonder if that's gonna come out later. Like how much input, like as far as like was he in the studio with him, or was he like did he really executive produce it? Because PG Lang and I feel like if you're gonna push for PG Lang, he should be kind of helping them.
Right. That's what I was thinking. Like because this is the first official release on PG Lang.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you would expect. I don't know. Maybe I expected too much from it. Like I still think it was solid. But like,
because Die For My Bitch was good. Like it was good. It was a good catchy track. It was a good it wasn't too like, it wasn't trying to do too much. I feel like this one he was almost trying to make a big statement, and it kind of hurt him sometimes. But it was a good project.
Yeah,
I've been playing it. I've been playing like tracks.
Mm-hmm.
I've been playing that West Side though. That side B at least. I've been playing side A sometimes, but part B I'm going to a lot.
Yeah. I like side B better.
It is.
Like side A was cool because like I think I said in my review, but I didn't mean to move my whole table. God damn it. Like side A was like almost a showcase for all the new Griselda artists, like Jay Worthy, Rome Streets, Stove God. Like they're all recently signed, so like he wanted to show them off, and it made sense because it's like everyone's gonna be looking for Hitler Wears Hermes, so it's like. Might as well put him on it, but also that kind of messes with people who really wanted to just hear West Side Gun. But then with side B, he kind of brought it all back. So
yeah, you hear him more, and then you're also getting those dope features.
Yeah,
because that's been my project with. I feel like he's even kind of moved towards this. I think he said like he at one point he was thinking this might be like one of his last projects or something. Or he's hinting at it like I'm gonna be done. I want to focus more on executive producing because I can see that Mac Homie project. I forgot if you mess with it. That shit is amazing.
Yeah.
So I've been going back to that. I always go back to that occasionally.
It's easy to throw on.
I can see him doing that for a lot more like artists, you know.
Yeah.
He's always. I feel like I'm not saying he's the one that's finding all the talent in Griselda. I don't know how. Like I think he has a part to do with it. Like maybe helping working with Boldy James and stuff. Because like they have that mix of like they're finding new artists. Even Armani Caesar, you know, she's doing her little thing. I feel like if he could really push other people and also still do his thing, I feel like that would be dope. Because I like what he brings to the table. I like his like that, his voice, the ad-libs. Like, I don't want him to stop making projects. I feel like he's even though he was dropping a lot at once, I think that's the thing. He was dropping like 3 projects in a year and stuff. It's like,
yeah.
Man, I think that's why he's probably like burnt out. I think that's why people are kind of getting burnt out of him.
I mean, yeah, I think the more time he takes on the albums definitely helps.
Yeah.
I think it was with whatever he dropped before these Hitler Wears Hermes tapes was like kind of okay. Like it was fine.
Yeah.
Like, I listened to him, but like everything between Pray for Paris and Side A was just kind of like eh.
That's my point. Yeah, he was dropping like mid-tier, and that's not trash. He's not dropping. They're not dropping trash projects. It's just like you drop so much that Pray for Paris was this, and the other ones were like this, and this.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I get one of them is just like him trying to get out of the shady deal.
The deal.
Still.
I don't know why they even did that after what happened to Slaughterhouse. I mean, I know why, but it's kind of like Eminem has shown he signs dope talent, and then he's gonna kind of like rock with you, but it's gonna maybe mess with you a little bit.
That was like my main concern when I first saw that they were signed to Shady. I'm like, ugh.
It didn't mess with him too much though. Yeah, I think obviously they were allowed to do their own thing. Do their own thing for the most part. It's just I think near the end it might have got a little tense maybe, but luckily nothing came out of it.
I mean, we still got Conway's album coming on Shady, so
yeah. I mean, we'll see what happens with that.
I didn't listen to that the track he dropped though. People saying they like it.
I haven't yet either.
I mean, it's Alchemist production, so should be good.
Just like Conway do his album, Eminem. Don't touch
just
let Conway do it.
Yeah,
let Conway let them do that and then do it separate. You know what I'm saying? Because Conway dropped the project earlier this year. What was it called? It was La
Machina. Yeah, it was solid. Okay.
So
wasn't as good as with the project with Big Ghost. That was okay.
Big Ghost, the second one. Yeah, that was cool. They dropped so many projects. Even Boldy dropped one too. Yeah, Bo Jackson. I gotta bring it out. But that thing was crazy. I know you don't really rock with Boldy, man.
Yeah. Woo! Like it was cool. To that. But yeah.
I mean, Alchemist, man. He's damn near like I wouldn't say. I don't know. He might be my favorite producer. He's been killing everything.
He's probably the most consistent right now.
He's up there. Yeah, he's up there.
Can't wait for another. I was gonna say wait for another Madlib and Freddie Gibbs project, but we might get Madlib and Westside Gunn first.
Hey, I'll take anything. Madlib, I want anything to do with Madlib. I'm still mad that Kanye and Kendrick posted that picture. It was like, we got a whole album of Madlib beats. I knew he was lying, but I would have taken that.
Hey, never coming.
Bro, I knew he was lying.
Just like that Madlib and Mac Miller album.
Mac Miller. I know that's not
going to be amazing though.
I heard that was actually supposed to like fully like it was damn near, but it's like Mac died and Madlib doesn't like After Death release, and I see why. You know,
I mean that's probably why we won't get Mad Villainy 2.
Yeah,
even though it's done basically.
Because I feel like it should have dropped while he was alive, and at this point, it's probably been done for so long. I wonder how it would sound now. Like I don't want it to come out like now. Let the man rest in peace. Because let's say they drop it and it's not as good as one, and you know how people be with the internet nowadays. And they're like, "Mad Villainy 1," you know, it's just I don't know.
I think with Doom is a little bit different. People are a little bit more respectful, I guess. Because with the track that just dropped, the Atmosphere track, Barcade with A$AP Rock and MF Doom. Like,
I haven't heard it yet. Was it good?
I liked it. I mean, I still need to finish editing the breakdown for it, but I liked it. Like, and I think the general consensus was like, people liked Doom's verse. It didn't sound like it was just a random verse they had, like it was meant for this track. And I think that's the biggest problem people have with posthumous releases is like a lot of the tracks don't fit the beat or the rest of the song, and it's just kind of like thrown in there. And
I get you.
I think as long as it's like intentional, I'm fine with it. But if you're just making a track to make a track, like maybe don't.
Has Doom has he had something drop after Death? Oh yeah, the Czarface and Doom.
Yeah,
Czarface and Doom.
But that one they dropped that was done before he died.
Yeah. But I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like that's why that one was good because the first one they dropped was cool too. Yeah. And the second one was dope. I like the Mando. I still have a Mando Carlesian, I think, in my Carlesian on my playlist. No, Carlesian. Whatever, however you say the name.
I still need to listen to it again. Like I've only listened to it for the review and then I stopped.
It was a cool project.
Yeah. I like Czarface in general. So
yeah, Czarface, Expect the Deck, man. He it's dope to see that he found a way to maneuver like in this age. Because there was a period where like no one was speaking about Expect the Deck anymore, and then he came back with this.
For real.
Now you see, I think Matt Hardy or whoever from Venom was wearing a Czarface shirt, and I was dope to see. Like,
oh yeah,
Tom Hardy, people in the industry.
He straight up hit them up for the soundtrack.
That's what I'm saying. Like people mess with him because that whole comic book thing is dope, and he found a way to play on that. Just like Wu-Tang played with the samurai shit, you know.
Well, they had comic shit too, so it made sense.
Yeah, it works. Yeah, something about comics and rap, man. It's always like a dope shit. Yeah, you had me just. I didn't even see that Atmosphere drop the whole project.
Yeah, the way they were releasing it was weird, because like they released it in like maxi singles, so like just a chunk of an album at a time, and then it just like finally the rest of it came out.
I'm gonna check it.
Yeah, I didn't listen to the whole thing yet. I only listened to a couple of tracks, but I mean, it's cool.
I like Atmosphere. I'm not gonna fake like I'm like the biggest fan, but I like their stuff. Like I check for it usually. I'm like, okay, I'll take like a few tracks, especially the older stuff. They're they've been doing it for a while now.
Yeah, like 20, well, more than 20 years now. But like, I think for me, the older stuff connects more now, but that's mostly just because they're like Slug's just talking about like dad rap shit. And I'm
he's
like
always
not at that part in my life yet.
he's like.
Like the last couple albums have just been very dad rap, I feel.
I love to see it though because rap is always seen as a young genre. It's always dope to see these older rappers, especially with the internet, still drop projects, for like 20 years in, and they're talking about older men stuff. Yeah, because that gives. I mean, we can listen to it as younger people and still maybe get something from it.
Yeah, and
then older people who maybe still want to hear rap, that's for you. Like you can hear them talk about taxes and relationships and wives and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I can get something out of it too, but it's mainly for people who've been listening to them since they were younger.
Yeah, definitely. Like people who grew up with them.
Yeah, because back in the day, it used to be like, oh, you turn 30 or you turn 30 something, you shouldn't be making music no more. No, the internet changed that.
Like, and that's something that we kind of touched on, like before you joined too. Like Jay-Z's 50 something and he's still making music. Like
for
like who's gonna tell him no?
Guest verses, and I think Eminem too. Eminem, he's had down periods as far as like trash albums to me, but he's still dropping and people are still checking for it.
Yep. I mean, they're just in different stages of their career for sure. Like Jay-Z, for example, is more like he's just now finally able to like enjoy his riches. Like after all that time. And like he's taking a seat, like a back seat to it. And then Eminem is just trying to be like, how do I make this exciting for me again? Let me just get super technical.
Yeah. That's because people always liked him for his technical ability. Yeah. It's like maybe he's running out of like wacky things to rap about. Because as you get older, I mean, are you going to still talk about, he made songs apologizing about making songs about, harming his, I think was it his mom or was it his Haley? I think he's apologized maybe to both now. I don't even know.
Haley, I think he tried to avoid because that's his daughter.
Not Haley, I'm sorry.
Kim.
Kim, sorry.
Yeah.
Mixed up. That's the wine talking. But you know what I mean? Like, I think he's made songs apologizing to both of them now. So he's moved on from that and he's trying to do mature, wacky, like mature. saying crazy stuff rap still. With Jay-Z, he's able to sit back. He's with Beyonce. He's a billionaire. I mean, before he was a billionaire, he was doing 444, but now doing guest verses, people still check for him because he's wise. I feel like it's like whenever he pops up on the track, even if it's not the best, he's still bringing something to the table. Yeah.
I feel like Jay-Z's been popping up too much, though. Like, he has to have an album coming at this point.
I don't know, man.
Like, he's too much in the public.
Because after 444...
Yeah.
Where do you? Yeah. I mean, of course. Now that's me saying that, and if he does something great, that'll blow my mind. That'll change the game. If he drops a project even better on the par with 444 at this age, with no I don't know where he would go.
Yeah, that's true.
Who's done it at that age? Yeah, that rapping. Of course, rappers have dropped albums at that age, but usually at that point you're falling off.
No one's at the level of where Jay-Z is at. Where people are still paying attention to what he does.
I think that's why he's waiting, though. I think if he does drop, it'll be within, like you're saying, this year. If he doesn't, I'm thinking it's going to be features. He's album retired.
I mean, going from that, I think I brought it up when we were talking afterwards from the review, but Dr. Dre, Eminem, and Kendrick are at the Super Bowl, and there's been rumblings of a Aftermath takeover. I would love running from October to December.
I would love to see that.
So I mean, for people who haven't seen that, that just means that Kendrick, Dre, and Eminem are supposed to be dropping by December.
Do it. If they do it, that would bring a lot of energy to the end of the year.
I can see Kendrick and Eminem dropping for sure, but
not Dr.
Dre. Yeah, I have a very hard time believing he's gonna drop.
Even Kendrick, I'm thinking he's gonna drop next year.
He might.
I'm starting to think
he might drop before Day in Vegas.
Yeah, and then only do because on the tickets it says from this to damn, but he might be doing that just so people know, if I don't drop, don't be mad.
Yeah,
this is what you're getting. That's what it's saying before. But I'm thinking he's either gonna drop right before that or next year.
Yeah.
Next year because
right before the Super Bowl.
Right before the Super Bowl.
Kind of like Beyonce did.
Even see knowing Kendrick, and at this point, because if he's made his wait this long, he might even wait till after and just perform old stuff at the Super Bowl and then drop the album after.
That's true.
After all the promo, because that's a lot of promo right there. He does the tour, he does the Super Bowl, and then drops the album.
Oh yeah, straight to tour.
That's what I'm saying. Straight to tour, and everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, Kendrick did the Super Bowl. Let me check the album." I mean, people are gonna do it no matter what, but I think that's how he's. I think if he drops it before, it'll work either way. But I can see him waiting until after the Super Bowl now because it's already damn near November. So
the only reason I feel like Dr. Dre has to drop is because on his post he's like, "This is the next stage of my career." I'm like, "What do you
do it?" I think I want one more Dr. Dre.
Oh yeah,
because that last one I liked it. Yeah, give me one more, especially after you had that incident or that life scare earlier this year. Mm-hmm. And I feel like if that's motivated you to come back, you're gonna drop something crazy.
Yeah. And then Eminem just gonna do what Eminem does. He'll just drop whenever he wants.
Eminem.
That's expected at this point.
Yeah, I think we kind of talked about. I forgot. We kind of talked about music to be murdered by. I think a long time ago when we were doing that review, and that album hasn't aged well to me. I never go back to it.
Yeah, but that's just what Eminem does. He just throws out music. It'll bump for a week, and then people move on from it. Except for Stans, but
yeah, I'll never forget one day I got in the Uber, bro. This is years ago when I think was it Revival, the album where he's face palming. It was so trash, and I got in the Uber and he's playing River, the song with Ed Sheeran, and he was talking to me, and I was wearing a hip hop hoodie. He's like, "Oh yeah, you listen to rap?" He's like, "This new Eminem is crazy." He's like, "I've never heard rap like this in my life, bro." And I was just sitting there. I was trying not to laugh. I'm like, I like Eminem. I've been an Eminem fan, and it's been crazy to watch him fall off the way he has, and kind of come back, but still kind of be off it.
Yeah.
And that album was it was so disappointing to me. So I'm trying to bite my tongue. I'm like, I'm in this Uber. I'm not trying to talk shit. Man, he was playing the whole album, bro. I'm like, this is so garbage, bro. And I was because I was disappointed. I'm like, Eminem dropped. Yeah, that album was. That album made me damn near never want to check Eminem out again.
That's why, I have whenever I hear people talk about music, and if I let them know what I listen to first, and like they obviously don't listen to hip hop, but like, oh yeah, I like hip hop too. I like Eminem. I'm like, no, you don't. You clearly, you absolutely don't. You just listen to whatever the fuck's on the radio. But
yeah,
like I have a coworker who recently started, and like he's like, not even me, but like one of my coworkers asked them like, oh, who's your favorite artist? They're like, oh, I like Eminem. I'm like, no, you don't. You don't like Eminem. I'm 99% sure you don't like Eminem.
Yeah, there's no way you just listen to the whole Eminem album anymore.
Like no one listen. Like you, if anything, you listen to Revival and whatever was before Revival. But nothing relapsed in prior.
I ain't gonna lie. This is a hot take. I know the hip hop community hates relapse, right?
I think they changed their mind.
They changed their mind. Okay, maybe. But I remember at the time people were saying it was Chastity. He was still kind of using the accent. But comparing that to some of his more recent albums, that shit is amazing, man. Like I've gone back to it. I'm like, yo, this album is way better than a lot of albums he dropped since then. And I'm like, it's still not that good. Sure. Yeah, it's more unique because ever since he's come back, because after that he dropped I think that was Recovery.
Yeah, that's
Recovery is where you kind of started losing me more. Yeah. Even though I like the songs with Lil Wayne and stuff on that, but it was kind of like Eminem. Eminem.
He's an interesting one for sure.
I think I don't know.
Yeah.
What else? What else have you been listening to anything else? Because besides that, I've been damn near listening. Like I was hyped for Narcissist. You know, I'm a Playboy Cardi fan. So
that never dropped.
Yeah, that never dropped. So I've been listening to like leaks again, like the leaks that I had from SoundCloud stuff on my phone.
I mean, I think I brought it up earlier. I was listening to the Black Odyssey album, Black Vintage. That was pretty solid.
I haven't heard. It's solid. I'm gonna add it right now.
It's weird because it's like, the only reason I picked it up was because of the Rory and Mal podcast, and Rory was saying that it's like a mix between like Childish Gambino and Good Kid, Mad City.
Is it not on Apple?
It should be.
Black Odyssey.
There's no syllables. Black Vintage. Like BLK Vintage, but Vintage has the A and the E in it.
Okay. Oh, I see it. I found it.
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
It's cool. Like it's definitely more soul and like R&B than I feel. Like just typical R&B. But I liked it.
Who'd you say on? You said the Rory and Mal. Who said it?
Rory.
Rory. He seems like he likes some shit. He seems like he likes something like this. Yeah, R&B. Yeah. And so I think when I used to watch the podcast more, he used to bring up some R&B projects. I feel like he'd be like, yeah, I like this. So I see that.
He manages Emotional Oranges. I believe him.
Yep. That's yep.
I've listened to what?
I've been listening to that Wiki. That
Wiki
I still
project. Listened to that. Yeah.
I've been listening to that.
I listened to the La Russell project.
Oh, I've been hearing about that. Is it good?
Yeah. I mean, it's fun. And La Russell's he's different.
And he tweeted about how he was giving out the royalties or whatever.
Yeah.
Or some of them. That was dope.
Yeah. He got he also on this project got Nefta Pharaoh and E40, which is dope for him. Like for him being from Vallejo and having them on it.
Yeah, I gotta actually sit and listen to it. I'll be sleep. I'm not even gonna flex with you. I'm not even gonna front. I need to start checking like Bay artists when they drop. What happens with me, I check them like way after like when I'm slowed down listening to my other music. I'm like, wow, I was really sleeping.
The promo is different. That's all. Like
the promo
not as in our face.
And you know, I'm like we were saying earlier with the internet, artists drop all the time. There's already artists I've been waiting for. I've been like, oh, I want this to drop, and they finally drop it. So I'm gonna check that out though.
Also, my guy Albie Sound, the guy I interviewed him last weekend, and the podcast came up. His album came out. It's pretty solid. I enjoyed it. I still need to listen to it a couple more times to really form an opinion because it literally just dropped yesterday. But I like it so far. It's cool.
Okay. I'll try to check that out too. I haven't heard of it.
Yeah.
Blue. I've been trying to listen to that Blue.
Same.
But every time I try to, it's like the beats.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's the mastering. It's like that's how I don't know what it is.
It's something
like
I need to sit down and really pay attention to.
Yeah, I need to get my Audio Technicas and just like I tried to listen to it on my Apple earbuds and stuff. I'm like, this is not sounding like it's not working. Mentally, it's not matching. I've been More Mother. I don't know if you heard of her. She dropped a little project. I've tried to
check that out.
Is she's different. That's all I'm gonna say. I like it, but you gotta.
She dropped that project with Billy Woods too.
And I love that.
So
I loved it, but it was what it is with her. Yeah. She's gonna hit you with some.
It's different.
That's all I can say, and I love it though. But I need to actually sit and listen to it more.
I also started just because it's October, I went back and started listening to Clipping again. With their existed addiction.
I need to go back. You reminded me. It's spooky.
It's perfect.
I'm about to go back because I was watching a video with my little bro not too long ago. Which video was it? It wasn't from that project. It was Body and Blood. I was watching that video with him because he's not really familiar, and he was like, "What the hell is this?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's Clipping." Yeah, it's Clipping. It's casual. This is what they do. And I started thinking about, let me start listening to that Halloween project again.
They were so good.
So good. Like nothing is safe. Oh my god. I love I feel like Clipping, and every time I try to show someone Clipping this, I just have to tell them like it's not for everybody. It's not.
That's what you preface it with. Like, you might not like this. You probably won't like this.
You probably won't, especially I feel like those albums because, even though some are more rapidy, like especially the first half, I think, or I forgot which half because I haven't gone back. But I remember one half they had like Benny, they had like a few other features like that, and then one half it was a little bit more.
The Vision of the Body being loud. It was definitely louder.
Louder, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I think I like was the second one the louder one?
Yeah, I like that one more too.
I'm into that sound. Okay, yeah.
Like, at first, when I first listened to it, I really liked the first one, but now
when you get into it,
no, the other one there's so much more story to it. Yeah,
the edge.
Well, that is just like the rhyming is different entirely. Like it doesn't sound like they're trying to make a rap album; they're just trying to make music.
Yeah, and as a music fan, I love hip hop. Hip hop is my primary genre, but of course, I've been listening to that. I haven't been listening to, but the James Blake drop, and I've been trying to check that out.
That too. I listened to a couple tracks off it, but
with the one with Jid, probably right.
But I listened to that. The one with SZA and the title track. The title track was like, it's exactly what I expected, but I'm like, damn.
James, he could do. He really brings it vocally, and I feel like I'm always going to try to be well-rounded, like listening to other stuff because I'm a music fan in general. I feel like there's a bunch of dope music out there, and I feel like even though music you can't just listen to rap because rap is so saturated. Yeah, but it's so much, and I feel like other artists take from other genres too. So it's like rap artists take from other genres sometimes. It's like you might as well check out the other genres. Yeah. I've been checking that out too. The James Blake. Aaliyah. I've been listening to Aaliyah because they putting her music back up. I've been listening to that again. This is in a good spot. It's usually in a good spot, but right now I feel like it's in a cool, chill spot because all the big artists got it out the way, pretty much besides Kendrick, and now we're just chilling. What? Who else? You said what? Did you say someone else?
No, that's all I had.
Oh, okay. Well, besides Kendrick, because Kendrick needs to still drop, and then maybe Jid if you consider him on that tier.
Jid's supposed to be dropping this year though, according to his manager.
So hopefully when he drop and Kendrick drop, get something crazy, and then the rest of the artists, like the more independent / like smaller artists, if we get something else that's a surprise, that's dope as hell as well. We still got drops. Boogie, because he had a feature I'm seeing on that
on Loot.
Well, not seeing what I heard on that Loot album. Yeah,
it was nice. And then I'm sure Earl's gonna drop like that. Earl and Alchemist got something.
Earl. Have you heard how they said? Of course, you've heard how they said they dropped the project on YouTube.
Yeah.
But if that's true, that's demonic. Why don't you just tell people at this point? We're never.
It's been long enough. We ain't gonna find it.
Because if you think about it, if you did find it, bro, there might be a chance like this is fake.
Yep.
That's all it's like, or it's like it doesn't sound like them. Like at this point, I feel like someone would have found it. This is the project.
Yeah.
Like drop the album.
Yeah.
Just drop it for us on streaming. I hate that shit. Why is Earl like this? Because I know it's Alchemist too.
He's
I'm blaming Earl. Because Earl.
It's probably Earl's fault.
It's Earl because he dropped Solace or Solace, whatever it's called. What is it called? You want to talk about that Pink album? I don't know if you even. He dropped the album. It's like on YouTube. It's called Solace.
Oh, I didn't check that.
They said. And it was like, I think he dropped it 2018, 19, so years ago, maybe, or maybe even before that. I forgot when. Don't quote me. But it's like a whole album. And it's like weird. And he's that type of artist where he's going to drop a project on YouTube that no one knows about. Yep. And it's like his core fan base is going to know about it because I don't know why. Because there was a period where Earl was popping. He almost like, it's like, he just like, I'm not going to say he's not popping no more, but he's like made his career so niche.
He went into hiding again. Mostly.
What do you mean?
Like he put himself into hiding. Like he doesn't want to talk to people.
He's like, like after I don't like shit, I don't go outside. He like completely went left.
Mm-hmm. Like, he took that sound and was like, I'm just only gonna do this, but only be a more abrasive sound and just turn it
up. Like some rap, like
it's good, but it's like
because he even says like I was wild or I was chilling with Mike and you could hear it. Like maybe he was really like. Had some sort of trip and was like, I'm hanging out with Mike or like being around them, and this is the sound he really was like, I should be making the whole time. Because even with Feet of Clay, he went deeper into it. I feel like that one was even like, what the fuck?
That was harder to listen to. That was easier to listen to than some rap songs, but it was like,
I think wasn't it shorter too?
Yeah.
So it was but some rap songs was crazy. It was so deep. It was like, it was a whole album. It was like deep. It was like.
There was a lot to it.
He had his mom like giving speeches on the album. His dad, because his dad died, so he was like, going through it. Like, and I feel like that's what makes the album so special, though. It's like he was going through it, and at the time, I just like you. I'm not gonna say just like you because I think you're kind of saying like I like that album, but like, how much do you like some rap songs?
It took a while to process.
But do you hella like it now, or do you like? Are you kind of like?
I haven't gone back to it too much. I mean, I like it. But I don't love it.
That's how I was. But I had a moment like a few years ago. My uncle got murdered, right? So I really connected with that album because I almost had like it was like that album. I feel like is that type of album where you have like you have a moment. And I think that's why he dropped it because like I said, his dad passed and he had a moment where he just was letting it all out. Yeah. I feel like I really connected with that album during that point. Like I was like, wow, like I can see why he made this album now. Because it's like you feel a certain way. It's like dealing with grief or dealing with loss in general. Not even grief, but like if you lost something and it's like you're almost stuck. And I feel like with that album, you're stuck when you listen to it. It's like, what the hell?
Like you can't get out of it.
Yeah, and he even says it. He said bad ass and fucking with my mental, it's almost like you're in a bad trip or something like the whole time. Like you see, and I feel like if he finds a way to balance it again, I feel like it would be a perfect album.
Yeah, and it's interesting because like when I think he had just dropped some rap songs. Yeah, I think so. And like I seen him at the Regency, but like he wasn't.
I was there too. Man, we go to the same show.
It wasn't a good show, honestly. Because
he just came out there. I feel like he was. I don't know.
He wasn't in a good place.
I feel like Earl.
Like really thinking back at it, like it was not a good show. Like none of the well, first of all, like the mixing was terrible. Like they didn't get their sound right. Like, but like all the openers just were, Like I think it was just not. It didn't fit at the time. And then like when he came on, he wasn't even facing the crowd like 90% of the time. Like he was looking away, like at the screen.
Like with the mic, like and the screen was showing like pots and shit. Like it's like Earl. I feel like Earl with the album.
You're artsy, but
I feel like Earl with the album. I feel like he just dropped the album, and I feel like he toured just because he felt like he had to tour or whatever was going on. Like and I liked it. See, here's the thing with that show. I like the show just because I like that album. Like at the time, and I was like, "Yo, it's dope." But at the same time, I see what you're saying. Like he didn't interact with the crowd. He didn't really bring energy to mixing. He was just talking sometimes. He played other people's music and was just like groove. Like I don't know. I started to think like Earl really needs help. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like that album made like you need help, and I feel like he was in a state and he was just doing it just to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, because I had seen Earl just like a few months before at Flogna, And like, I mean, he brought people out too, so it was like, okay, that's kind of normal. But he had way more energy to him.
I saw him with Anderson .Paak, and he did. That was a crazy. I'm like, why are you touring with Anderson .Paak? But okay, that's what I'm saying. I started thinking maybe it was a label thing or like something. I'm like, why? Or maybe because they're from LA and Anderson was like, oh, come tour me. You have your fan base. Yeah, I have mine. I don't know. And he did a similar performance. That was like after some rap songs. I'm like, why are you doing this performance for this type of venue? Like, these are not. And he was doing similar. He's not looking at the crowd. This is Anderson .Paak show. I'm like, this is like a live. It's supposed to be a live show.
Was it when Anderson .Paak went on tour?
When?
No. Did he go on tour that same year?
I think so.
Because I went to
because he was performing some rap songs. He was performing some rap songs.
I didn't go to the. Earl wasn't there, but I went to the after party for an Anderson .Paak show. Yeah.
You were there too at the SF.
No, at the after party though. Like it was downtown. But
I think he was touring. He was touring with him because I remember like I was with a friend and they were like, what is this? Because they weren't that familiar with Earl like that. And I was like, this is Earl like this, but he wasn't interacting with people either. So it's like he was just up there for a check almost. It's like you just up there doing the songs. So I don't know. Hopefully, if he comes out here again, he's more energetic.
I mean, we'll see. I don't know.
I don't know, man. He had to drop through a minute, and whenever he pops up, even on the Alchemist song, he's still in that dark place. It seems like,
and he'd be doing that Billy Woods thing where he just sounds like he's recording on an iPod Touch.
Yep.
But like instead of being right on the mic, he sounds like he's hella far away.
You told me you feeling Billy now, so don't get it.
No, I'm still gonna clown him for his voice.
I get it. I have to tell people, look, it might sound like it was recorded on an iPhone 5S and he's just yelling on the mic, but it's fire. Okay, I'm telling you.
Someone told him just get as close to the mic as possible.
I was in the bar. Like he just sounds like he's angry. Like Billy is like if Earl was angry.
Yeah.
Like it's like if Earl was, because Earl's more like sad and like, but you kind of talk shit, but it's like more like in a like way back way. Earl's like,
he's like, I'm better than you or whatever.
Yeah, and then Billy's more like, we need to start a revolution. Like, we're like, what's going on? Like, the world is falling apart.
Absolutely,
I'm mad. Where are we? What's going on? Because Arm & Hammer is crazy here.
Why hasn't anything happened yet?
Yeah, because when you tweeted that Arm & Hammer thing, where you're like, I'm feeling it more, and I'm like, yeah, like, because I was feeling, especially during quarantine when they dropped.
That was perfect.
When they dropped, what was the project? SOP? The one with the... No, Paraffin was the one before that. The one where it's the lion on it. What's it called? Can't believe I don't remember because I was slapping the hell out of that album.
Let's see. Shrines?
Shrines! Not SOP. Shrines. I love Shrines, personally.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, the one they dropped this year, was that this year? The one with Alchemist? Yeah, that was cool too. But Shrines, I feel like Shrines, they also talked about being anti-capitalistic and like fuck the government. You know how Billy is sometimes. I feel like that fit with the riots that were going on. So with Haram was a little bit different because Alchemist came in and added his little like world.
He kind of toned them down a little bit.
Yeah, which is dope though because the beats on there are crazy. Yeah, but that's why I think Haram is a good album. Like, is that the one that connected with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the beats, and I feel like Billy kind of, the mixing is better maybe because
I think so.
The mixing,
I think that was mostly
it's easier on the ears.
Yeah. Just more pleasant, I guess.
Yeah.
Shit. I don't know what else I got.
I mean, that's a lot of music, bro.
Yeah,
because we listen to a lot of music. We've covered. Like, the only other thing is Pink Patharis, or however you say her name, Pink Patharis. I've been listening to like those tracks. I don't know if you know her. She's the one that makes like, she's like pop. That's not rap. I listen to like pop music here. Okay. That's it.
Yeah, I'll be listening. I just be listening to like one album most of the time, like throughout the week, to do a review for it.
Yeah, the podcast, like, not doing reviews. Like, when we before we reviewed Lil Sims, I was getting back and listening to that again, like over and over, because like we're about to review it.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we're dropping that Monday. We moved back today because the concert. I was playing like concert and working. Good. Things change.
Yeah.
Dropping that Monday, so that should be dope.
Yeah.
Because we had a lot to say, and I think that was a funny episode.
Yeah.
But I've been listening to that too, still, of course.
Mm-hmm. I was trying to get my friend to listen to that too earlier, and he's like, "I'm not ready for this."
It's not. Yeah. It's definitely not a happy album.
It definitely wasn't for him.
Yeah, it's not like. Yeah, it's like a.
It's like you gotta sit down and think about it.
Think about it. Yeah, she has some songs where she's really getting into like some emotional stuff that's happened in her life. I feel like with projects like that, like you got to be in a mind state, or you just got to be willing to hear an artist like actually speak to you, rather than them like rhyming at you and just like talking shit or something.
Definitely.
I've been wanting. This isn't something I've been listening to, but I don't know why. Like, I've been going back to Danny Brown recently, and I've been like, I really want a new project. Like,
he's supposed to be. Dropping, like kind of moving. He's supposed to be dropping 40 this year.
I know, but you know, he's 40. He's supposed to be dropping. We'll see if he actually drops. I think he will. He's streaming and shit now, but I think because he dropped like a project on stream. I remember that a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I kind of checked that out. I'm a fan, so I was streaming it on SoundCloud for a minute. Not seriously, but like I would check it out every once in a while. Like I wanted to see where he's going, kind of. I'm like, is this gonna be your new sound?
Right.
And that was weird. So I'm trying to see, like, when you drop 40, are you gonna be on that 30 level where you're just like drilled in? Because I really love 30. I don't know about you, Triple X.
Yeah.
I love Triple X. So
it was dope. I don't know. I think he's in a place where he's probably a bit more focused.
Yeah.
He might tone down his excited Danny Brown voice and be more put on his serious voice. And
he kind of was like that.
I prefer his more serious voice.
On you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He kind of had like a little bit like because Atrocity he kind of was like that, but
that made sense.
On Atrocity. Yeah, the beats on Atrocity were so out of whack. Yeah, the beats were so out of whack. So you don't, you know what I'm saying? Q-Tip executive produced that one, if I remember correctly, and it was a little bit more laid back, a little bit, but it still has some wacky stuff. So I think if he really makes a project in that laid back, relaxed, chill voice over, like I saw someone on Twitter say over Persona 5 beats, that'd be crazy.
That'd be insane.
Yeah. Persona 5.
He loves Persona 5.
He be streaming that shit.
I still need I still haven't finished that game.
I
just don't have the time.
Isn't it only on PlayStation?
Yeah.
I'm on Xbox.
I mean, I had the PS4 back there with the Xbox too.
I'm on Xbox, so I thought about getting into it, but then it was only on
I was waiting for it to come on PC to finish it.
Yeah, Is Persona 5, is that the last one, or they're supposed to be making another one too?
I'm sure they're making more.
I don't know how it works. Like I said,
I think each one's like standalone, but they're all kind of related.
Connected somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want a new Danny Brown. I've been waiting on that for a minute now.
That'd be dope.
Because you know what I'm saying was solid, but Atrocity was like...
You know what I'm saying was different too, though. Like, he had JPEG Mafia doing production, which was just like... That track like blew my mind.
Negro Spiritual?
Yeah.
How did niggas get physical? I
wasn't ready for... No, I think that was a track that Peggy was featured on. He produced the track with RTJ.
Oh, 3 Tiers.
Yeah.
3 Tiers. That one was crazy.
I was like,
too.
This is what you can do?
Like, nah, okay. JPEG is crazy on the beats.
Like, when he doesn't do his wild shit, like, it's so good.
Yeah, JPEG...
his wild shit's too good, too, but...
Yeah. I feel like JPEG, it's kind of like... I wouldn't say Tyler in sound, but it's like, I can see him working with other artists and it being crazy. Because Tyler, when he's worked with, like...
He'd be good with Tyler.
Yeah, but... Yeah, have you heard that single with Maxo Cream? Baby Persona? That was a good beat. And Tyler, I'm like, when Tyler steps out of his comfort zone and works with artists, like, it works. So I think JPEG could be like that.
Yeah.
Like, JPEG could work with someone and the beat would be crazy as long as he's not doing like the wacky,
it's fucking
noisy shit.
Windows 98 beats.
JPEG Mafia type beat, pretty much, where he's making a meme like. It's like weird sounds. It doesn't make sense. It still slaps to me.
What's crazy,
but not to the
because Corday just dropped that track Super, and I was just like,
I still gotta listen to it.
It was cool. But like in the video, he showed like the plaques for like R&P and stuff, and I was just like, because he shouted out Dr. Dre at that point. I'm like, Dr. Dre didn't produce that, and I checked it out. I'm like, J. Cole produced R&P. I'm like, what the fuck? What?
J. Cole deserves his credits too, because
he just be coming out of nowhere producing these hot tracks.
Yeah, Earl too. Earl produced tracks. Like these rappers be producing tracks. You don't even think about it, but like they be working on beats too.
Because they don't have producer tags.
Mac was like that too. Mac was dope.
Yeah.
They
still have producer tags. That's all.
Yeah, because Mac, Larry Fisherman, when he used to produce, I still stream that Vince Staples and they did a collab tape called Stolen Youth. I still be streaming that occasionally because I downloaded it.
Yeah.
Mac deserves his credits as a producer too.
Definitely.
Yep. Certain, I think that, like after this year, because music this year's been a cool place for like the big artists drop, and we still have like little like all like Freddie, like who else dropped last year? Freddie. How can I think right
now? Shit, who else did drop? Oh, we had RTJ drop last year, I think, or was this year?
RTJ
was this year? Was it last year?
No, RTJ was last year.
Shit.
Yeah, I don't know why, because
last year.
I've done a whole list and everything about last year, and I still don't remember out of off top. But it, well, yeah, I wasn't slapping Big Sean like that. I'm not even on front, even though
I'm just looking through my review list.
Quelle Chris, like a bunch of smaller artists that I hella messed with dropped last year.
Yeah.
And this year it's been still some, but then the bigger artists came back, like Drake and
it's more the bigger artists this time.
Kanye. And I think that this year has been an overall like a cool year. I don't know if it's better than last year though. Because last year
it's different.
It's different. It's different. It's been like different with the buildup of albums and certain things.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like after this, the way people promote albums, I'm not gonna say it's gonna change completely again, but like the way Kanye did it, even the way Drake did it with the beef and they influence people for us. And then like who else dropped the album a weird way this year? I'm trying to think, but off top I can't remember. But it was someone else, and I had it. Been drinking this wine. Well, no, like artists have found ways to make the album roll out. I feel like this year artists have found ways. Yeah, they changed it up because you got to find ways to build hype, and people are losing that with streaming. Like we were talking about, like it's so accessible, but you got to find a way to get people to eat it up. Like I want to hear this album right now.
Exactly. Like people don't want to wait a whole like 6 months for an album to drop.
Anymore, no.
Like, I don't want that's kind of the thing I have with Lil Sims and Evidence actually. Like, they both
they took them
had a longer rollout. I'm like, that's kind of weird now.
Yeah,
it worked for them, but
it worked for them because Lil Sims, I feel like the album was so good it didn't matter.
Yeah,
like to me, I feel like her fan base, it doesn't matter because she's not really like
they gonna wait regardless.
But I remember when she dropped the single, I'm like, oh, the album's gonna come soon, and then it was like, no, it's coming out like next year and fucking, or no, not like earlier this year.
Like I think the first single dropped in like April or something.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, what? I'm like, I thought I was gonna drop like, and then coming like, but the thing is, so much music drops, you almost forget, and that's why people do that. You don't want people to forget you're gonna drop.
Yeah,
that's like even Silk Sonic. You know Silk Sonic?
Yeah, they just announced
the album delayed. They were supposed to drop it this year, delayed, and at that point, you dropped 3 singles already, and it's about to be.
But they're dropping November 12th.
Bruno Mars is so big, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I feel like.
What's crazy though is like they've dropped 3 tracks, and there's only 9 songs of the album.
9 songs, so you're only getting 6 new songs.
But it's gonna be fine.
This is Bruno Mars. That's the thing. They're gonna eat it up. Yeah. Bruno Mars fans, because he hasn't dropped in years.
Yeah,
I was thinking about. Are you a big Bruno Mars fan?
Not really. I'm mostly just clowning my friend because he like every time he gets in the car with my other friends, Bruno Mars happens to be on the radio, so it's almost like their love songs.
I'm not a big Bruno Mars fan, but his fans are crazy. Like, they eat you up. That's why he won the Grammy that year. I didn't even know. Like, I knew Bruno Mars was big, but when he beat Kendrick for that Grammy, I thought, like, when Kendrick got nominated for Damn, I was like, okay, I thought Kendrick might win. But I'm like, okay, if he doesn't win, I thought one of the other artists might win. But when he won, I was like, oh, Bruno Mars. Like, I knew Bruno Mars was big, but I didn't know how big that album was. Big. I don't really. Yeah, Bruno Mars is that guy. So I don't know if this album's gonna get that much hype because, but nah, it is because people always, whenever they tweet something about it or talk about it, people are like, "Oh, give it to me."
And that's the thing, like, no one cares that Anderson .Paak is on it. It's just,
it's Bruno. But Anderson, I'm more happy about it. I'm a bigger Anderson .Paak fan than I am Bruno. You know, we're a little different. We're into different music. I mean, as far as like Anderson .Paak is more up our alley. I think I can see that. Well, the normal fan, they might be more not normal, but you know, the more casual. Yeah, they might be more into Bruno. Yep. I'm surprised Anderson isn't like on that. I'm not gonna say on Bruno because Bruno's like crazy. There's no way, but like bigger than he is. You know,
like he keeps getting to that point and then like just kind of stabilizes, if anything.
Because those last two albums he dropped, Oxnard and Ventura.
Yeah, they're solid.
Crazy.
Like, I would have expected something from that.
Yeah, Venture is one of the better R&B albums, if I'm not getting mixed up, but that I heard in a minute. So, to me, I love Ventura. And then Oxnard was cool, too, but Oxnard was a little bit more rappy.
Yeah, exactly.
I like when Anderson's more in the R&B bad, but he's solid at rapping, too.
Yeah, like, I think I preferred him originally just as a feature artist, but then when I started really getting into his, like, Malibu and... don't even give me spoilers. Whatever came out, I forgot the other one now, but like the stuff that he dropped before he was working with Dr. Dre, like, oh, okay, no, you're actually, was it Venice?
Venice, it was Venice. Yeah, it was Venice.
But like, both those, I'm like, okay, no, you have something else going on other than just being a feature artist.
Yeah, you're that guy. Actually, you're that guy. Yeah, because I just like you, I kind of was similar. Because he I don't know, like, it's something about people who could do like a throwback sound, but make it sound new and fresh, and like he does it in his own way. His videos, his like persona, Anderson .Paak, like he's so himself.
Yeah, I think when we like when I reviewed one of the recent Anderson .Paak albums, but one of my friends was just like, it's just an Anderson .Paak album about Anderson .Paak talking about him being Anderson .Paak. Like,
literally,
it's just him. Like, you can't really describe it any other sort of way.
He's that guy. Like, I don't know.
It's hard to describe it.
Like R&B. Speaking of R&B, because I haven't been checking R&B that much recently, but I feel like R&B. It was crazy to think like R&B and rap, or almost, it's still like that or intertwined, but I think that's kind of died down. Like
there's R&B stars, there's more of a split now.
Yeah, like I remember at one point, like R&B was more like connected. Like R&B artists like Anderson .Paak was in Double XL.
Yeah.
Like now it's still like YK Osiris was kind of like that, but he's a clown. Like that's to me. I don't know how you feel about YK. I mean, in the media, he's portrayed as a clown in a sense too. People make fun of him all the time. Yeah. So I'm not even hating. So it's like now it's starting to get back where it's like separated, and I think that's cool too. But Anderson is like one of those artists where he blends it really well. And I feel like I would love to see that kind of come back, because I think that's a dope. I mean, I'm not saying it's gone, because these trap stars do it too, where they're singing and stuff, but it's not the same. It's not the same.
I think it's starting to be more like how rap was in the early 2010s, where there's like a bigger split between different subgenres of rap. Yes. Where like, people started like being more focused on lyrics versus more pop sounds. Like, that's. I mean, I'm sure it's been happening with R&B too. I just haven't been paying attention. But like now, it's more noticeable. Like you have like people like SZA who can kind of like go between both like super poppy stuff and then more like serious R&B. But then like other R&B artists who are going more the soul route, which is like it's just so different again.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm sure, like, well, back in the day, of course, like it was the same sort of thing, but it was more of a blend of both. It felt like, like now it's, I guess, more separated again.
Yeah, because rappers, I feel like it's also more gangster rappers are coming out too. Yeah. Like I think with Double XL this year, you had Pooh Shiesty and stuff. Like I think gangster rap has always been popular, but I feel like there was a period where like the gangsters was also becoming soft. Yeah, and that's fading as well. Like the gangsters are becoming harder, which it's whatever. Hip hop, I don't know what it is, but hip hop is the only genre where I feel like the culture will shift so fast.
Yeah. Like almost week to week.
Yeah, like you have Pooh Shiesty, then you'll have
Tyler.
Drake. And Tyler, you'll have Tyler and you have Drake, and it's like
it's just so different, but they're all big artists at this point.
Call Me If You Get Lost. That was like, it could be my favorite album. Like it's up there though. That's it's up there. And it's like you have that album, and then that was a focus for a period, and then you have Certified Lover Boy,
right?
Which is completely different, total different goal. Not as like I don't know. It's just like rap is such a young and complex genre. It's like it's all over the place. And I think that's why it's interesting to see other genres also try to, I wouldn't say adapt, because not all of them have as well, but they're trying to like keep up with how rap is promoting itself and like always shifting.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably why pop music is so heavily rap influenced at this point.
Yeah. It's like pop is almost, because rap is basically pop now. To me, like it's the most, it's the biggest genre as far as like the United States is one of them, if not the biggest.
Yeah. Like
statistically, as far as like what's the hits, rap is eating it up.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think that it's interesting to see like there was a period where even country, like bro hop was the thing where like country stars were trying to damn near make hip hop country. It's like we're so adapted. Like hip hop is so. Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about Nelly. Did you even check that out?
No.
I tried. I was like, bro, what is this, Nelly? But like the fact that rapper, like, if a country artist tried to make that, I mean, Nelly's getting clown kind of now. That's the Nelly older.
Yeah,
it's different. But like, rap is adaptable. You can mix country or rap, and it's gonna work. We're gonna take you in. While if you're country and you mix rap, you might be looked with a little bit more of a side eye, which is the whole Lil Nas thing, and even other artists. So
it's really interesting, like how. Like rap, it is the popular genre, and it just kind of trickles its way into a little bit of everything.
Growing up, it's weird because like growing up, like I was born in late 90s, so coming up in the early mainly 2000s, right? You see, rap was popular, of course, but. I went to schools where there's a bunch of different people, not different races, and a lot of them wouldn't even listen to rap. And it's crazy to see them switch and listen to rap now. And it's like before, when I used to talk about rap, you look at me weird, be like, I'm listening to Carrie Underwood or something. Now everyone listens to rap. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like dominant culture almost as far as music. It blows me away every time. Sometimes talking to people, it's like I wouldn't say people wouldn't like make. Not necessarily make fun, but it's like they would look at rap from a perspective like that's not really music.
Yeah.
And now, like the 2000, like now everyone wants to be rapper. Rappers like dominating. People, of course, still listen to Taylor Swift and stuff, but like it's not the same.
Yeah, they're definitely starting to shift, and that kind of brings up something that I saw Ninth Wonder arguing with someone about, like on Twitter. Like, it was. After they announced that Dre, Eminem, and Kendrick were at the Super Bowl, and this guy was like, I don't remember exactly what he said, but he was alluding to how rap isn't like real music. And Ninth Wonder was like,
I saw that.
No.
No, I hate when people say that because even back in the day, I remember I used to talk to certain people about rap, and they said that rap is not real music. Like when I was a kid, people would say that to me because they weren't familiar with rap music or probably even that familiar with people that are black. They're like, rap is not real music. I listen to pop, I listen to rock,
right.
alternative. I don't really mess with rap unless it's Linkin Park or something like that, or Eminem. You know what I'm saying? And that's not me. And it's just like, I think it's great that it's happening, but I also think people got to remember, don't forget, just like rock music, where rap has come from, the origins. That's what I'm saying. Like, people only want to listen to this new rap.
Mm-hmm.
And as a younger rap fan, you know, I still, even though I'm in my mid-20s, I still consider myself a rap fan. That's young. Rap came from a certain place and a certain time. Now, I'm not saying rap adapts, but we got to remember the roots. And I feel like with rap, we don't want to forget that, because just like other genres, you forget where the roots come from, and then it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Post Malone, I love Post Malone, but is he really rap?
No.
Yes. No, I'm gonna say yes.
He's different.
But don't let people
I think he's hip hop.
That's rap. Yeah, don't let people tell you like that's the dominant, because Post Malone, like to certain people, it's almost like Eminem, where you might not like rap, but you listen to Post Malone and then you think that that's just what rap is.
Right. You have to kind of accept all of it or understand all of it. You don't have to accept all of it. You can accept whatever you want. Like, you do you. But I think the biggest issue I have, exactly. The biggest issue I have is just like people dismissing it entirely. It's like the biggest argument I think I've seen just over the years has been like, oh, there's no instruments. I'm like, well, have you listened to the Roots?
I bring that up. I love the Roots. Roots is like arguably my favorite group. Yeah. It's like live instruments, Questlove, all like, and that's that whole argument about you need instruments. I feel like that's not cool, because you say the same thing about house music sometimes, about electronic music, where it's just
a lot of 80s music was just synths. And I'm not saying like, you know, sometimes they use instruments in it as well, but like primarily synths, electronic, like machines making music, and it's like you don't say the same thing about that. Yeah,
we know why. We know why though, because you know people try to discount things that are made from a certain culture, and I understand why. Even though I don't understand why, you know, it's from a prejudiced mind state, but it's like, you got to understand that rap has its roots, it has its culture, and even though things are changing, it still is rap. You know, you got to know where the history is.
I mean, in fact, I would even argue that rap and hip hop in general is more musical than some other genres because of the sampling and because of mostly the sampling really, because you have to go dig so deep just to get an instrumental and find the sample that fits this particular track perfectly and mix it in with other sounds. Yeah. Like, it's not like you're creating the music, like, well, you kind of are, like, in terms of 808s and stuff, you could be. But, like, you're not necessarily creating all these instrumentations. Like, you're trying to throw everything together and then make it sound good and then have someone else do their vocals on top of it and have them find a way to find a pocket and make it sound good.
Especially if they're telling a story as well. You know, storytelling is a big aspect of hip hop. You know,
definitely.
I think that when people really listen to hip hop, because I remember, and this rubbed me the wrong way with Post Malone. I'm not trying to shit, but because I like Post Malone, I like some of his songs. But as far as I consider hip hop, when he said hip hop isn't that serious, like hip hop is like, if I want to listen to something serious, I'll listen to rock music. That's what he said, or something along those lines.
Yeah.
I like rock music. System of a Down. I love alternative rock music, but to say that is offensive as someone who's associated with hip hop. And you also make songs like, I'm not trying to say they're the most deep, but you make songs that are kind of like, you know, you see a bunch of emotions. And for you to say that, you're almost saying, well, that's why he kind of doesn't want to be a rapper. He's like, I make more alternative, like I'm out the box. But people still consider him hip hop because of White Iverson and stuff. Yep. I feel like you got to think like, rap also has its deep moments. We have rappers that talk about deep things in the black culture or whatever. You know, we have songs that talk about a whole bunch of things that are whole stories. And you got to look at it like it's not just a joke. And I feel like some people just take rap as entertainment. It is at the end of the day. I get it.
I mean, that's what all music is. But
I think sometimes with his history and even talking to some people that I'm friends with, it's like you have this disconnect where you think rap is more just entertainment. That's not real life. When really some people, that's their real life, is whatever they've been through.
Yeah.
While with rock, you see it as more like, or pop, you see it as more like that's real, that's more connective, you know, for whatever reason.
Yeah. I've literally cried during a review.
you and I, of course, you and I, you know, we look at rap as like, oh, it's like, of course, there's just catchy and there's just playful songs, but like there's moments in hip hop.
It just depends on how you look at it.
Yeah, it's impactful. You know, it has history.
Yeah, and not everyone's stuff like, really looking at the lyrics or like paying that much attention. They're more just listening to how it sounds, I guess. Sure,
sounds. Yeah, but that's why we have so many Drake fans. But that's But you know, you just look at it. It's like, I think hopefully with time, more people, because the fact that Post Malone is like considered one of the bigger rappers, even though I don't really, but you know, you get my point. More people look at rap as a more serious art form. The fact that we have people like that biting off our sound, in a sense, even though it doesn't really offend me, but to some people, obviously offends them. Like, you gotta have more gatekeepers or more people that like know the history that are gonna set people straight. Like Q-Tip when he set Iggy Azalea straight, or someone like that. Yeah. Or not even that, when Joe Budden, even though he was really harsh on Lil Yachty and stuff, he kind of was giving them that old school, like, this is tough love, this is hip hop, like this is our culture, like it's eat or be eaten. Like it's not just all about being happy. That's not our life. Yeah,
I think that in particular, it's like, because if I remember correctly, it was him just kind of him or Joe Budden going at him for not listening to like old school rap, essentially.
Yeah, he was doing too much though, but you get my point. Like,
I mean, I get like that. You don't have to do all that. Like, you don't have to go back and listen to everything, but like, at least acknowledge it.
Acknowledge it. Like, at least try. Like, acknowledge it. Acknowledge that this is a part of the culture, and this might be part of the reason why you are where you're at today, because these people paved the way, even if you don't listen to it or you're not influenced by it. And I think a lot of younger people need to realize that, because do you know Lucky, the rapper? I found it interesting when DMX died, right?
Yeah.
He posted, he was like, DMX is one of the most, my album cover was a reference, and I wouldn't think that listening to Lucky music. But like, you got to think, like, a lot of these people, even though they don't sound like these people, they're obviously like, probably they grew up listening to that. If they're really artists, like they, you know, that you hear a lot of music, you're influenced, and you decide to make music. And I feel like people, like these fans, like, not all of them, of course, but some of the younger fans, like, you got to take the time. You don't want the history to be, Yeah,
definitely. And I mean, same thing with Cardi. Like, he was referencing like Doom as like one of his influences. I'm like, what the hell?
I just hit a lick with a mass MF Doom. Like, that was crazy to me too.
Sure,
I feel like people need to like take the time to actually check out the culture rather than just listening to what's pushed to you and acting like rap is just like casual music sometimes. It is,
yeah. I mean, because it is pop music really at this point. But, you know, there's more to it.
Yeah. Because I never thought, I'm not going to say I never thought rap would be this big, but it's crazy to see now that everyone is just like, I at least like kind of dabble in rap. Like, I might listen to this or something.
Yeah, that's crazy to me too. Like, people who I've known since elementary school, like that I haven't been like super close with. But like, I seen them like a couple years ago when RTJ3 came out. They were posting like RTJ3 songs, and I'm like, you have literally never listened to rap.
Or like, I used to wear RTJ hoodies back in the day, and like, you like, what is that? Like, I'm not listening to that. And then later they're on RTJs, like, oh, I get it. You know, people are late. People are
but like, it's just so weird. Like, that's something that I would never expected that person to listen to.
Especially because like growing up, especially like I went to when I was younger, I went to private schools, and people were like, their families are like, they don't listen to rap. They don't really. I mean, I'm not gonna say it was like a race thing, but to a certain degree, sometimes it is. And it's like, now you're totally with the culture and you're posting things. But when I used to wear hip hop hoodies and stuff, you used to be like, that's a joke or something. It's like people switch for what's popular, and I just don't want rap to just be seen as a fad. It's deeper than that. It's a culture. It's how some people used to, especially back in the day, that used to be more a thing. How we used to push. You hear people say that, like how we used to spread messages. You know, be connected as a culture. I think sometimes it's still like that. Like when you hear Kendrick or when you hear Cole, not even just them. Like when you hear some of these trap artists like talking about their life and their struggle, like you're sending a message to like to the people. Like, this is what goes on in our culture. This is what's happening. NWA. It's a perfect example. Like, people used to shit on them. You watched the movie, of course, right? And you probably know, of course, you know the history. Like, people used to break like in the movie, they were showing them breaking the vinyls and stuff. Like, hip hop used to be the enemy number one, and now it's like, it's crazy. Like, it's like, especially when I was watching that movie, I was blown away. I'm like,
it's how quickly it's changed.
Yeah, because rap is still a young genre.
Yeah, it's like under 50 years old, like, and we've gone from like hating it to loving it. I mean, for the most part.
And like Game said, love it or hate it.
Yeah,
it's going. If you hate it, it's going to help it to a certain degree. If you love it, it's definitely going to help it. So, I think now going into the 2020s, I'm wondering where it's going to go, because Kanye's going to probably fade out. You know, Jay-Z's going to fade out, and it's like, who's going to be?
Yeah,
this is looking forward, but like I'm already at that point. I'm like, listen to Don.
Yeah.
Like,
who's next?
Listen to Don. That gave me that feel like, yo, Kanye's really like 40 something. He's a billionaire now. Like,
he could just be chilling, doing whatever he wants.
Yeah, he can retire now. Jay-Z's at that point. We were talking about Jay-Z. Like, Jay-Z's old. He doesn't have to drop another album.
Yeah,
he doesn't. Like, who
he can, but like it's probably gonna be years between. Like, it's not gonna be like a yearly release.
Drake's getting older. I think that's why we're starting to see people start to voice their opinions more about how they don't like his music starting to sound the same.
Yep.
I don't like what's gonna happen next.
Yeah,
is it gonna be Lil Tecca? Is it gonna be So Fago? Is I'm saying like what's gonna be like? What's gonna define the culture for these next 10 like these next 10 years? Not 10 years.
Yeah, because it's like right now we don't really have anyone who's sustained beyond Kendrick, Cole, and Drake. Like, I mean, there's a couple, but like they haven't really dropped anything major yet.
No,
like we have Jid, we have Boogie, we have like other artists in that lane that are like popping, but they haven't dropped anything major yet to really set themselves up for success. They're coming, but
yeah, I was talking to my homie about them. Like, what album? And I'm not saying like, of course, there's been probably albums better than them. I'm talking about on that scale. And this is why I think Kendrick also hasn't dropped for this long. Probably because of label issues. Maybe it's because he was figuring something out. You know, drama. Maybe, I don't know. He had a kid and stuff. You know, you take time. Kendrick always took time. Maybe you want to take extra time, but you take this time. You come back. What has pushed you to drop another album? Because you think about it, Damn.
Collecting all those beach cruisers.
Okay, yeah. But what is pushing?
It's gonna be 12 tracks of him talking about his beach cruisers.
Yeah. What is pushing you besides that to drop another album? Because Drake is your biggest competition sales wise. He hasn't dropped the album on par with Damn, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, no.
Cole, no. KOD was not. So it's like
the fall off, maybe whenever that comes out.
No, yeah, whenever that comes out. We're saying Jid, but Jid's not dropped something, in my opinion.
He's not gonna. Yeah. He's shown potential. He's shown potential.
I love it. Yeah, he shows potential, but he needs to drop his like big project.
If the Forever Story is as good as I'm expecting it to be, like I can see
I think it could be.
Yeah.
And then the off season wasn't either. So it's like Scorpion, no. Don't get me talking about that. It's like I'm not gonna say there hasn't been classes, of course, since Damn. No, I'm not gonna say that. But as far as on that level impacted everybody, like as far as like numbers, what has pushed something like that?
Yeah, I mean, like from an artist that isn't established already, like for sure. Like, I mean, Kanye has dropped, of course, but like
I don't even count him anymore. Yeah,
like, he's going to do what he does.
Even then, I don't think Ye? Because Life of Pablo came out before, I think.
Yeah, Life of Pablo was like probably the last big thing he did. And then Donda, like Donda, I'm sure is going to have an impact on some people, but like,
but then I don't think it's as good as Damn either.
Yeah, no,
even though the impact, but I don't think like Damn was impactful sales wise, got nominated for the most Grammys, even though didn't win. And then like, and
you can't argue with that.
And it was amazing. I mean, and it's crazy to think like it won that award, the Pulitzer Award, and it didn't even get. And people still say To Pimp a Butterfly is better. I think To Pimp a Butterfly, and it's like that man. I don't know what else. What else is he gonna do? Yeah, like what else? Like what? Who else is pushing him? No, I think the only person's pushing him is him, and maybe that's why it's taking him so long.
Yeah, and I think that's also kind of why when he dropped his verse on Family Ties, he just sounded so upset. He's like, no one's doing anything as good as me.
Yeah, 2020, y'all fucked up on the listener. He's like, smoking on top fives. Like, where y'all been at? Like, I taken 5 years out the game, and I'm still coming back, and people are still wanting me to drop album. People should be moved on from Kendrick. Kendrick has not. And do you keep up with DJ Act? You keep up with DJ Act? No. I've been watching his stuff, like his live stream Twitches, like on YouTube, like the people post them or repost them sometimes. And I was watching one where you talk about Kendrick. He's like, Kendrick has not dropped in 5 years. I know people were posting the memes of him when he was going to sleep, but besides that, the way he talks about Kendrick, it's like, I know some people really think like that. Like, Kendrick hasn't dropped in 5 years. He's retired. I don't care what he drops now because it's like he's faded. But really, there's a big group of people who are still waiting on that, man.
When Kendrick drops, it's going to be big.
I think that says something because other artists who are talented, I'm not going to say as talented as Kendrick, but are talented, when they take too long, the hype fades.
Yeah.
The hype fades.
It's harder.
Like Kendrick,
for sure.
Kendrick drops Family Ties. People are hopping on it like it's nothing happened. That says something.
Yep.
That says something.
Yeah.
Yeah. When Kendrick drops his single, I think it's going to be crazy. We're going to be tweeting. Bar for bar and hip hop babies are going to be going crazy.
It's gonna be a wild weekend
moment, especially if he drops something that's not crazy. I would be surprised.
Oh yeah, no, he can't drop anything that's not crazy.
Like he set himself up for that.
Yeah, like when Damn came out, he started off with Humble, and he dropped the video for it. I'm like, okay, all right. Everyone stopped. Everyone just stopped doing what they were doing.
Yeah, it's like. Yeah, we need Kendrick to drop.
Like I remember when that video came out, like I was at my friend's house and like I was like, oh shit, Kendrick just dropped. And we just stopped whatever we were doing and we're like, we're watching this.
Yeah.
I think we watched it back to back.
The fact that Kendrick also he sets the bar, I think it's different with him. Like Drake sets the bar more so for the mainstream, like as far as like what people are gonna go for hits. Kendrick almost sets the bar for both the mainstream and almost the underground. Like a lot of people in the underground also talk about how much Kendrick is influential. Yeah. I mean, with Drake, you hear that too, but it's different, I think, with Kendrick. Because Kendrick is like, I don't know how he does it. Because I think Drake has kind of lost that. He's lost that underground appeal like that. Because, he's totally crossed over. While Kendrick, he still kept it even though he's crossed over totally as well.
Yeah. I think it's just like their lyrics, really. Like Drake,
their lyrics
doesn't try as much, if that makes any sense. Like he's more relaxed about it, whereas like Kendrick is more just like, no, I'm still gonna rap my ass off. I ain't taking no breaks.
Which is why he's taking fucking 5 albums to drop a year, 5 years to drop an album, bro. It's crazy. 5 years, bro.
It's insane.
Him and Frank. Frank is in that tier too, where like when he drops an R&B album, I'm checking it. Like,
I think Frank's on a different level though. Like not as many people like Frank as Kendrick, I feel.
No, yeah.
So it's like it's not like everyone just drops everything they're doing to listen to Frank.
No, yeah, unless you're really into the R&B, yeah. Because Frank, I think even Frank, like Frank is different too.
Yeah, definitely. Oh man. Let's see. How long we been going? Damn near 3 hours. That's probably good.
Yeah, I've been in here for 2 because I came a little late.
Yep.
So yeah.
I think we can cut it there. I think we've kind of gone through most of what we're going to talk about.
This is fun. You gotta invite me this again.
Oh yeah, we got next month. Try to aim for second week of every month. So probably November 13th. But yeah, I'll hit you up. I'll hit up everyone else. Hopefully we have more people because I mean this is cool, but last time it was a little wild.
Yeah, my bad for joining late again.
Oh no, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
It's all good. But thank you everyone for checking out Bar for Bar After Dark. Eric, where can we find y'all? Well, you and the babies, I guess.
YouTube, Hip Hop Babies Podcast, the Hip Hop Babies Podcast, Spotify, Apple Podcasts as well, Instagram, the Hip Hop Babies Pod, and then Twitter, Hip Hop Babies Pod. We're everywhere pretty much, and you keep up with us as far as like what we post, and we also be trolling on Twitter and stuff. So if you want to see what we're doing on there, you can follow us on there. Of course, thank you for having me on, Sean. Of course.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Thank you for joining me. I mean, like I said, it kind of just fell apart at the end. Like I had a few, like 3 people that kind of weren't able to show up, but it is what it is. Yeah, exactly. It happens. He's got to kind of roll with it. But thank you everyone for tuning in, and just stay safe out there and don't be wild.
Stay safe.